Chef got really high and he left and he was fishing with Azuka. End of story. Everybody go home. You guys were traveling. You guys all came to Chult, a floating island, one of the floating islands of the lost island of Fandriel. There's two islands. Chult is the name of Upper Fandriel, which floats. And Azuka last week said that it's myth that this is the heart of one of the Titans that fell in the Titan War. And it's imbued with all this magical energy, which allows it to suspend in midair. You know, but it's just a myth. Maybe it's not truth or no. You guys came here on a skyship into Port Naranzaru. You guys got your ass kicked by a gladiator, you know, trying to get some money, and then said, hey, you know, you tried to meet some guides and you met Azuka. Azuka was more than willing to help you, but you had to go get her mask from the Petra folk in Firefinger, which was about 7 days south from Port Naranzaru. So traveling through the thick jungle and the treacherous, you know, dinosaurs and undead that inhabit the jungle, you guys finally made it on your way to Firefinger, which was a large 300-foot pillar of one of the old kingdoms that used to rule here before the collapse or before the wildlife took this over or some event happened here hundreds of years ago, perhaps. And it was just a ruin. It's like a giant lighthouse, but in the middle of the land almost. It eternally had a flame up to it, but it's basically overrun by spiders and petrifolk, which are flying dinosaurs. But intelligent yet cruel creatures that roam the skies of Chult. You guys snuck your way up there, and through some conniving, you know, shape-shifting by Chef and Willow, you guys were able to successfully find the mask, and you guys got a little bit of treasure out of there. But decided, and Azuka was very impressed by Chef and the party on getting her mask back, her ceremonial mask. So you guys seem to be pretty worthy of and good-hearted, and so she said that there's a city where, or one of the old temples where a good spirit of the jungle lives in Ornlago to the west. And you guys have decided to just travel west. There's obviously been much more encounters. There was rumors she told you about ships that are being sank by pirates that also ride on their own airships around Chult. And but you guys have pressed westward. You guys encountered some grungs, which are like some fish people, and you guys beat their ass really because they set up a failed ambush. Rue the Centaur helped you guys out and were able to scout ahead. And you guys kept pushing west, and you guys found another river here. And along this river was an abandoned camp. This camp name is called Camp Righteous. And in this camp, there is a giant statue. A statue of a man sitting down, and he has on his shoulder an alligator. And Willow, being an archaeologist, was able to look through some of her information about this and recall the legend of the man and the crocodile, about how a man and a crocodile were able to, the man made an agreement with the crocodile, but the crocodile said, well, you have to carry me everywhere. And so now crocodile and man are, this is why crocodile and men are no longer friends. Again, a Chultian legend, but a legend nonetheless. Azuka is too afraid to go in to places like this. She's just a scout. She'll try to take you from point A to B, and she's out there fishing with Chef right now. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, let me just recap one quick thing. You guys walked in, but obviously there's some traps. There was a pit trap. The pit trap resets through like mechanisms, and so the camp of the Order of the Gauntlet must have set up this camp here to try to investigate, maybe, and try to get inside here and see what's in this temple. But you guys don't see any skeletons or anything like that, so maybe the knights didn't have enough time, or something happened, something went down, and they weren't able to get in there. But the camp was abandoned because it was attacked by undead. And you guys were able to climb up to the first ledge here, and I linked you the puzzle trap, which is essentially up there. Rue saw that there were slits Rune saw that there were slits on the sides and the puzzles on the floor. And ahead there's a doorway. The doorway has no keyhole or markings of any kind, really. It's covered by a lot of dust and cobwebs as the entrance to this dungeon is open. Anybody have any questions?
Not on my end.
Nope, no questions. No questions.
We're outside and Chef is fishing with Azuka. Oh, you start to get a tug on your leash, Chef. You must have caught a nice big fish.
How nice is it?
Oh, that is a good one. Pull up hard. You get to roll a d20, Chef, to see what type of fish you catch.
So this was the same camp with a bunch of guys that fought Azuka before, right? If I remember correctly.
We're in the...
What does the one give me?
One, the fish lets loose and gets away from you. It snaps away from your pole. Roll another d20 to see if your fishing pole is permanently damaged.
A 4?
Yeah, I'm going to say on a 5 or less, the fishing pole is just destroyed. It snapped. It must have been a big, gator or something like that, or you caught something that was just too big. Oh, that's too bad. Azuka looks at you. She's kind of grown quite fond of you. Oh, your friends went inside. Are you sure you do not want to go in with them?
That was my favorite fishing pole.
Can Willow use her cantrip mending to fix the fishing pole?
Yeah, but you're inside the temple right now, and Chef is outside fishing.
Okay, never mind.
No, that's a really good point, Willow. Yeah, so I'm assuming Chef has probably seen Willow use mending before, just randomly fixing stuff across the travel. So you guys have been traveling for a few weeks.
I was going to accidentally, step on it with my hoof, all 400 pounds.
Well, the
I'm-
statue.
Yeah, if you save the pieces, I'll fix it later.
Yeah, then I'll
Is
step on
that
it.
why you put me on, the centaur?
What do you mean? No, I just wanted you to ride my butt. That's why you're on the center.
So let me describe it a little bit better. Azuka and Chef are outside right now. And
Yep.
Chef, you see you hear like a crack in the jungle behind you. And Azuka turns over her shoulder and looks behind you, Chef, like this, right? And you see, who do they see? Steven, describe your character.
I am human, in chainmail, about 6'1", about 250 pounds.
So
wearing
big
a
guy.
helmet. Yeah.
Do you have an emblem on your helmet or on your chest or some type of sigil on the shield or on your like a tunic?
I don't know what my emblem would be with, I was with the guards, so.
Look, Azuka says. Come out, she says to Odo.
And I come on out.
With your model. You see your model?
Yeah.
What do you do, Chef?
I'm a friendly goblin. I'm just a little chef. I like to cook. Please do not kill me. I have very bad experiences with people in armor. Azaka, can you tell that I'm a good goblin and not the one to get slashed in the neck again? It's painful.
Azaka, her skin tone is dark and she has curly hair that goes down to her shoulder. And she says, This must be one of the knights. He says, she like whispers to Chef.
Well, let's just hope he's not hostile, I whisper back.
Hail! What brings you here? Are you one of the tribesmen left over? One of the knights? We don't see anyone else here, and it looks like the camp was attacked by undead.
That's exactly what happened. I'm one of the knights sent here to set up camp. We were attacked by undead. I believe I'm the only survivor.
Are you hungry?
No, I'm actually well provisioned. Thank you.
How did you survive?
Through luck.
What shall we do, Chef?
I don't know. I don't really trust humans in armor, especially in armor. But if he's lying, hopefully the people in the whole crocodile urban legend thingy mabobber dungeon thing is having fun, although we could lend an extra hand, but there has to be more to this story than what is said. Like, the crocodile has told him that he's gonna carry him forever. Would that mean someone has to carry someone else?
I do not know. But your friends went inside. Why don't you go catch up with them? And take this newcomer knight, and maybe they can ask him more questions.
I'm going to try to trust you, Knight. You know, the saying is, in the goblin way, if you don't trust someone, try to stretch their back.
What does Chef look like?
Let me pull up my amazing art piece of Chef.
Did you guys see Chef? He did it. Does something at MS Paint. The description, the beauty of the cheekbones is unparalleled. Picasso, eat your heart out.
Picasso, eat your heart. He is a little goblin, 4'9". He has a little headband to cover his hair. He has a little neckerchief on his neck, and eroding from his neckerchief is the mushrooms that he has. He has a little short chef coat because he's in a hotter area, and you can just tell that he's very, very, very small. Like short.
I will wait for you here, Chef. Good luck. She goes back to fishing. I'm going to move you guys back inside then, just so we can get the party all together. So I'm going to move you guys in here. You guys see that they've... Chef, you guys, the rest of the party sees Chef approach, Willow, Rune, and Lysa. Odo, which is a knight of the Gauntlet of the Fist.
It's Lyra this time.
Lyra, sorry.
Not Lysa.
Sorry.
That was a few campaigns ago.
Yeah, sorry about that. As you approach this tunnel and you walk in, you see a torch that's on the ground here. It seems to be marking something off, Odo. And then you guys turn around, you guys see the footsteps, and of course you hear Chef, which is he's not moving silently. He's not hard to miss. What do you guys do?
I assume we're looking at this doorway to walk in.
Yeah, but Chef and this knight come up from behind now.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna look over my shoulder and say, watch your step. And then turn back around and continue looking at this puzzle thing.
Wait a second. Willow, You said something about the crocodile asking a person to carry them, right?
Yes, that was what the legend goes, is that the man was afraid to cross the river, and the crocodile carried him across if the man would carry him again afterwards.
Yeah, I just turn my hairy torso, see if anything's interesting, and then basically say, "Oh, making friends, I see, little goblin."
And he's supposedly a last survivor. You know what? Since he's a very lucky man. You know what? Hey, buddy, I want to try something. If I'm wrong, then you cannot. I can cure your wounds. Don't worry about it. As he climbs up you, and then he puts his little goblin suit on top of your head, and then he just sits on your helmet. And he's just like, "Okay, let's see if my theory is correct."
What theory is that?
Maybe
The theory
Okay,
that you
so
weigh
be
more than my
careful,
grandmother?
right? Well, you said be careful. Something's there, right? So you said the alligator helped the man walk across the river, right? Maybe, just maybe, this might be a solution. Or if this kind of thing is just some like crazy cooking concoction. Come on, faster, human! Yeah.
I wasn't aware we were solving a puzzle at this stage, but that's interesting. Okay.
Right in front of you, Rune, you do see a puzzle. It's on the floor, right? That's what I did. I just linked you the tiles puzzle. It's a symbol of 16 hexagons. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry, octagons, right? Of like they're all in different colors. And there's like a crocodile, fish, a mask, and a mosquito. Or a fly. But the pattern of colors is different as well. And you look right below you, Lyra, as you're kind of looking ahead. So you're on this ledge. To the left and right of you are slits indicated, and they kind of line up on this red thing. And then ahead of you, this is the pattern, this square where it represents the pattern I've linked. And then up ahead, there's a ledge, another ledge. And on that ledge, there is a door. The door is made of wood. It's covered in cobwebs, dirt, and you can't see the handle, the keyhole, or anything on that door. What do you guys do?
I think now would be a good time for a detect magic kind of thing. Party, do you concur, or do you guys have another idea of what we can do here?
Are the tiles movable?
You like Odo, you kind of are just like, huh. You remember your old unit, right? Before they fled, or some of them were killed and buried by the undead horde that attacked you guys. You're probably one of the last sole survivors of that unit. And you know about the pit trap right here, but beyond that, like, no one else was able to get very much farther. You heard that there was a puzzle up here, and I'll move your character safely around, and Lyra,
Sport's actually on his back.
you're gonna put what, Chef?
The sport's on his back.
Spore, you climbed up onto Odo's back.
Yeah.
Odo, do you let Chef climb on your back? The goblin.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna move you guys both up here. It's pretty hard to get up there, but you guys make it up there, and I would put you here. You guys are like this. This is kind of the way the models are. And Willow, which is a fairy, is flying right here. What do you guys do?
Well, I mean, I heard something about Lyra casting detect magic, so it's like, sure, why not? We need to see if something's. I look at this puzzle. I can't think of anything right now.
Maybe. There's more
Maybe.
to the legend that Willow has said. Hence why I'm on this human's back.
You're getting a human's eye view now?
He's talking about carrying something, I think, but that's. Is
Well-
it literal? Is it literal like that?
Maybe.
I mean, all the masks can be put on top of the crocodiles. Or crocodiles. Who's carrying who? Man
The
carrying
man
crocodile?
was carrying. Yeah, man's carrying crocodile.
Okay.
So human is I'm on human. If my
Okay.
thesis is right, then I'm not a crazy chef. If my thesis is incorrect, you know what? I'm insane. At least I can heal the human.
Okay.
Good.
This, these tiles aren't movable, right? They're just there.
As Odo has stepped up to, and he was looking at that, and you say that to him, Odo reaches down and tries to move one of the tiles, with his hand, or how do you try to move it?
With the tip of a sword.
So you draw out your sword. What type of sword do you wield?
Long sword.
Pulls out his long sword. Begins to poke it a little bit.
Yeah, see if it's loose.
Or if it has to be moved by magical means.
You poke the fish, correct?
I will.
There's the fly, the fish, the mask, and the crocodile.
If it's facing that, he'd probably be. If it's the way it's facing up right now, or facing.
Yeah, the way I have it is
Looking
it's
down on it, it's
facing.
the
Yeah, it's the way you guys
fly.
are looking at it. Yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
right.
that's how it's facing. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be like the fly, I think.
You're touching the fly, or which one do you want to touch, Odo?
I'll touch the blue crocodile up here.
Okay. You reach forward. As you try to reach forward, I'm going to move Willow over here now. And Chef is there. Chef, there's some blades and stuff like this to the left and the right, right? As you step forward, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. As you trigger a trap.
Oops. Who's
The,
making
cob-
that?
the cobwebs bust out, and on the slits on the side, these large razors come out, like these saws come out that are circular saws. You need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 13. And so does Chef, because Chef is on the back of him.
Okay, dexterity save.
Wow, such a great day.
Fail, so you take 48 damage. You take 28 slashing damage as the giant razor blade slashes across your chest. Are you down, or are you still alive? Odo, are you still alive?
Rolling my save.
Barely.
Jesus.
Chef rolls a save, so he fails. If you succeed the saving throw, DC 13, you take half damage, or 14 damage. So Odo takes
Okay.
14 damage. Is Chef down?
I'm down.
Wait, how much damage do I take?
You take 28.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Are you dead? Or you're dying, right?
Yeah, I'm dying. I don't know.
This large buzzsaw. As you hear a clicking noise as you step on this red plank right before you, it appears to be like a pressure plate of some kind. And the giant slits on the side, these giant circular saws come out and buzz you. How much HP do you have left, Odo? Odo, you take half
I'm at
damage.
0.
Although you're not at 0. You take 19 damage. What's your total HP?
11.
Your total HP is not 11 at level 3.
Oh boy.
What's your max HP? I think Odo is still alive. Let me double.
Yeah, you move.
I will double click it. I have your guy in my other system here, so I'll double click you and I'll tell you what your HP is. Your total HP is 25, so you're still alive.
Okay.
But you're badly injured. Chef falls unconscious. Chef takes a stack of exhaustion as his HP goes to 0.
Yeah, that's the kind of exhaustion shit.
Yes. You quickly step off the blades and the mechanisms you hear. Reset. I'll turn on the ambience to this place.
Okay. What kind of blade was that, out of curiosity?
A giant circular saw.
Oh, so
You're cutting in and out, Lyra, because you're muting yourself.
yeah, that was weird. I don't know what that was.
Are we going to try to heal Chef, or shall we have him roll death saves?
Someone
I
heal him,
have lay
please.
on hands, so I'll lay on hands.
How much do you heal Chef for?
Okay, I have to. I thought I moved my level up on this character wrong, so I moved him back to level 1. So.
Yeah, that's why. How many charges of lay on hands do you use, Odo?
It says I can heal up to 5.
You can heal up to 15, because it's 5 times your level, so your level is 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many charges do you want to use?
I'll use 3.
Okay, you heal him for 3 hit points. Chef is back up. Chef, you have a giant gaping gash across your chest as you're almost cut in half.
Well, that was...
I cannot find exhaustion though. I'm looking for it.
It's under conditions on the top right of your D&D Beyond character sheet. You can go to conditions and then add exhaustion as a one
Chef,
stack.
That was good. I think we can. I think you can. I think you practiced your sushi skills pretty good this time around.
That was not fun. I'm not gonna go on your back, no offense. My idea was not a smart idea. I'm going to touch myself and kill this disgusting food.
It's sashimi time.
11.
Yeah, you heal yourself for 11. How do you heal yourself? What's the effect look like?
He just quickly wipes his head up and down, and then the wound just slowly just closes up.
What do you guys do?
Okay, so he activated the trap by sticking the sword into a fish tile. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's
Which
kind
fish
of.
tile?
Well, he tried
The crocodile.
He tried to reach. So let me describe what happened. He tried to even reach it. He reached out with a sword, but to reach out, there's this red thing right in front of you.
Okay.
And you look to the left and right, Ruiz. You're kind of tall, being a mounted person. There's these bladed saws like across this ledge right here on either side of this wall. This must be a pressure plate trap.
Okay. All right. So we can't really move the tiles, apparently, right?
You haven't been able to even step up to the tiles yet.
Did anyone
Okay.
disarm the trap? Do we know? Is anyone good at that or proficient?
I don't think we have thieves' tools or anything. It's a good question you asked.
Lyra makes
Can I roll
an
invest-
make an
can I roll
investigation roll.
Investigation.
Sure, yeah.
Well, I might as well. It's not great, but it's might as
Why
well.
don't you roll with advantage? Because Lyra's kind of asking and helping with this.
Okay. Sounds good.
You can also just right-click instead of double-clicking the die like you're doing. You just right-click and hit roll with advantage.
Oh, I just
You roll a 15. I mean, you see the slits right there as the dust and cobwebs have come out, as these giant blades, these giant whirling blades come off the side. I mean, you see them there, and you look down, and there's the pressure plate.
So maybe we should just jump over this pressure plate and just sort of leap over it. But is the pressure plate
How would you
really,
do it?
really
Is
big?
you could leap over it, but then you'll land right on one of the things, right?
The puzzle thing, right?
That's correct.
Anybody good at solving puzzles? I thought Chef had already solved the puzzle, to be honest with you.
Ooh, someone to be on someone's back. I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult than that. We just need to get rid of this trap first.
Well, I thought maybe someone on someone's back would work, which, well, I attempted, and maybe I might be too light.
I wonder if we have to step on the tiles.
That would make sense.
Well, disarming a trap is usually a sleight of hand, right? But we don't have thieves' tools. Does anybody have thieves' tools?
I mean,
don't.
Ruin is thinking like he's like, I need thieves' tools or something to stick in this slit, maybe. But I mean,
I have a staff.
You don't need thieves' tools, but I mean, maybe something else. You could just try to stick in there and jam.
I believe I have
Or a spear.
a hammer and pythons or whatever. The thing that comes with the adventures kit.
Ooh.
Odo, do you want to try to stick a piton in there and start hammering it in there?
I'm worried about getting sliced and diced again.
Yeah, you just have to be careful not to step on the plate, I guess.
Right.
And you think about it, maybe if you just like lean over with Chef on your back, he could like reach up there and like kind of get at him, you know? And, like you guys could just both work together and like hammer all these in.
Why don't we do that?
You guys spend like
Chef.
5 minutes or 10 minutes doing this, right, guys?
Yeah, sure. I don't have anything specific that can work, it looks like.
You're getting on the knight's back, Chef, and of course, you know Odo, Sir Odo, you know of the knight, a knight of the Gauntlet of the fist. He begins hammering on the bottom, then he hands like a few pitons to the top to you, Chef, and you begin hammering him away and like just kind of jamming it in these holes so these giant saw blades don't come out and like decapitate you. You know, and Odo like kind of almost slips a little bit and hits on the pressure trap as he leans over, you know, but he's pretty safe about it and he doesn't really do it, right? And then you use all 10 of your pitons to do one side. You need another 10 pitons to do the other side. Does someone else have 10 more pitons? Does someone else have 10 more pitons?
I use mine, so.
So remove them from your character sheet, Odo, as you use
Yeah.
all 10 pitons. Pitons are like a small climbing spike. They're used to like hammer into rocks.
Yeah, being a half horse, I'm not exactly carrying around rope, so I guess somebody else has that rope. Nobody else has pitons or whatever, pitons?
I have a miner's pick. Don't think that'll help.
Do you think there's anything out there we can go grab to come back in here? But what do you think?
There has to be a solution to this puzzle.
Could we get rocks from outside?
Half of this, so I'm going to describe this again. There's a pressure plate here. Odo and Chef have slammed, you know, all these pitons, 10 pitons into this side. They need another 10 pitons to seal off the other slits on this side if they wish.
Well, as Odo just mentioned, maybe there's some stuff that's left over from the people that died at the camp that we can use. Just to get
Yeah.
maybe like daggers or something. I don't know.
Odo's like the last survivor of Camp Righteous. Maybe he grabbed a few things before the entire camp, like the rest of his soldiers, left. He's been surviving here as his group got split up. Odo rolls a d20 to determine if he has more pittance. He has to roll a 10 or higher on a d20 to determine if he has some more pittance left. Waiting for Odo to roll a d20. I'll roll it for you if you're taking too long. Do you want me to do it?
Here we go.
You got it?
Just getting a lot of lag time.
We're trying our best, buddy.
Still trying to solve this puzzle. Anybody have any ideas?
Here it comes.
All I can really think about is stepping on.
Odo has. I'm going to say Odo has enough. He has enough. Odo, you remember that you have some pittance left. Do you want to go get them, or what do you say?
I'll go get him.
Odo goes gets him. He comes back and he does the other side with Chef. Correct?
Yes.
I'll add 10 minutes to the timer. It appears that this trap, the saw blades, might be disabled by using this pitton technique. What do you guys do? Still the puzzles in front of you that I've already linked to you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever get to touch? Did I ever get to touch the crocodile with the sword?
Do you want to step forward onto the pressure plate and touch it with your sword now? Okay.
Can I step over it? Or do you have to step on it?
You want to try to check it. So if you jump over and I say I move your model there, then you're stepping on the fish.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Maybe not the fish, maybe the alligator. Is what I was.
You want to go up,
for.
You want to step over this and jump onto the alligator, correct?
Yeah.
The alligators aren't connected, which is kind of weird. Only 3 of them seem slightly connected.
Well, it's the alligator and the man wear the masks.
Yeah, but
Theoretically, if we use
all over
those
the place.
two, right?
Oh, okay. You see him going through. Feels like we should move the tiles, as he said, but I'm not really sure.
You jump onto the alligator, and
Is it just me, or does the puzzle look like a Sudoku kind of puzzle?
magical flames begin to burst out of the walls, and Lyra makes a dexterity saving throw.
Lovely.
Yay! Yay!
There's fire too. That's a 21.
So you take half damage of 4d10.
Oh, lovely.
What the heck?
15 fire damage, or
She
7.
Stepped on the alligator.
You're still there. I'm not going to say you're blown back. You're still there, but you're singed. Like a bunch of fire explodes off the side of the walls. It appears to be magically created, similar to like a ward or something.
The update that's got me.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Well, human, jump with me on your back to the mask.
Huh? Wait, she just stepped on an alligator and it basically blew the crap out of her. You gonna do something similar, or?
Well, maybe the result is maybe someone on the back will stop the traps.
Okay.
What do you guys do? What does Willow do? Willow's flying around like a little pixie.
I kind of want to go out, grab some pebbles to put them on, like, use them as, like, to see if, like, there's pressure plates on one of the stones. But at the same time, it also looks like a Sudoku puzzle, like a color-coded Sudoku puzzle.
Can anyone dispel magic?
Not me.
Not me.
Maybe? Hold on.
It's a level 3 spell.
Oh.
Okay. I only have detect, so I can't really do.
Do you cast detect magic, Lyra? You're still standing on the alligator.
Am I still getting burned, or is that done?
Something happens though when you step onto it, and you can kind of hear it in the ambience a little bit. Like you hear like some gears and things shifting. Unknown what is happening.
Okay. So I'm probably gonna just step right back off.
Okay, you step off.
Go back.
I'm going to move your character back to kind of here.
Okay.
You step over the pressure plate, back onto the where you guys were, and you hear some. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
What do you
I
guys
think
do?
Willow's gonna go back outside and grab some, like, handful of pebbles and bring them back inside.
You fly out. You see Azuka there, like outside. She's like just waves to you while she's fishing.
Cool. Willow waves back out of politeness, grabs a handful of pebbles, and heads back inside.
Yeah, you have the pebbles.
So she's going to carefully toss one back to the alligator stone that was just stepped on.
Check the masks. Because there's 4 masks and there's only 3 of every other ones.
You kind of just throw a pebble onto it. Hear it like skitter a little
And
bit.
fish.
Nothing happens.
That's not heavy enough.
Probably.
So there's 4 masks and 4 fish.
And then Willow's going to take a guess then. She's going to fly and hover above the yellow one before just suddenly stopping mid-flight and letting her whole body just slam to the ground.
So wait, you're flying where, Willow?
To where the yellow mask is on the first row.
You fly over the yellow mask. Let me pull up my puzzle again. Which is the second tile here. Yep.
Yeah, on the first
Right here?
row.
Yep, right here.
Yeah, and just
And as you're flying above it,
wait,
I'm just
down.
I'm just saying, describing the first thing that happens. You fly over it, nothing happens. What do you do?
Literally just dead drop.
Dead drop. Roll a dexterity saving throw as fire begins to blow out from the walls.
Well, she's small. Can she just, like, flatten on the ground?
Yeah, really.
A dexterity saving throw is required.
Alright, hold on.
A large rumbling of flame immediately consumes it. You pass, so you take half damage. You take 8 fire damage as your little wings have little singed tips now.
Hey, I have a dumb question. Maybe these colors have something to do with this? Yeah, you got the specific puzzle shapes, but we also have different colors.
Right, that's why I keep saying I think it's like a Sudoku type style, because you've got, like, if the tiles are able to be grabbed or moved, maybe you need to have it, like, all one color in one row kind of thing.
Right,
That's
that's
what
what I was thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the clue that was written down, there was something, this crocodile carrying the man on the back. That's got to have something to do with something, right?
I think so.
So do you want me, Jeff Spore, to be carried on your back and you can test your theory? I'm very good at healing.
What do you mean? You want me to just kind of roll out there, gallop across the pressure plates with my heavy weight and see what happens?
With me on your back, just jump over the pressure plates and see how that works.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I forgot to describe it, but Willow also hears the same mechanism go off.
Yeah, I'm not doing the trial and error thing on this thing. So.
As the fire, resets, really, something of some effect has happened.
Yeah. See, this will keep doing damage to us until we figure it out. So.
I always thought in equipment, a 10-foot pole was the most useless thing. I wish we had a 10-foot pole right now.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. I think I'll start taking out my violin and start just fiddling a bit. Nothing else is happening. Well, hold on a second. But in all seriousness, the colors, green. What does the fish and the fly have to do with anything?
Well, I could see the fish as like the river, but I don't get the fly.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand where it connects to anything.
Yeah, I guess it is a fly and not a bee.
And somebody stepped on
kind of abstract.
Somebody stepped on the crocodile already, right? We had an effect, and somebody stepped on the man as well, right? I assume.
The mask, yeah.
Okay.
Chef, what are you doing?
Just staying on the human's back.
Do you want to make a perception roll? You want to look around as you climb up onto Odo's back?
Sure.
As you're kind of just looking around a little bit. Willow, do you want to remain out there?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what would happen.
An 8.
You roll pretty low, but I mean, it's kind of dark ahead, and maybe you're not up tall enough. You can't see really, it's hard to see the last row a little bit of these tiles.
Then I would climb up the centaur's back to see if I could see anything better.
Yeah, you climb up over. Do you let him climb up onto you, Rune?
Sure, why not?
You let Chef climb up on top of you?
Yeah, but I'm still not moving forward, man. I'm not doing this by trial and error.
We'll make one last perception roll with Chef.
Okay.
Chef rolled a natural 1.
Oh, good for you.
I'm rolling like shit today.
Roll a 17.
Rune, it's kind of true. Like you roll as well. You guys are just looking around. You're playing your violin a little bit. Even though you're pretty tall, you can't see. It's hard for you to see at the very end, from the distance. You're looking up 20 feet, and the tiles are right on the floor. So even seeing the last row of tiles, you can kind of see the outlines of them, but it's pretty hard. It's dark and it's a little hard. I mean, the torchlight kind of goes out that far, but I mean, you're tall, but you're just not that tall.
I'm 6'6". How tall do I have to be?
I don't know. When Chef is on you, it's even taller, and he rolls a natural 1.
Okay.
How do you describe how you utterly fail, Chef?
I don't know.
Probably will just. It's while he's looking, he just gets distracted.
Yeah, my horsehair's blocked his eyes.
I thought I was just trying to cook for you guys again. How you guys are not trying to listen to him. He's angry, and now he's just oh, yeah, I have to look for something.
Yeah, my horsehair is full of flies, and the flies got in your head. Okay, we need to solve this thing because can we figure out which color when they stepped in the alligator, which color was the alligator that they stepped on that activated that trap?
So they're stepping on the first row of the way that the puzzle is setting on, right? So the way the puzzle is facing is if I just lay it down on the table.
The blue crocodile.
That's correct.
Mask is.
That's correct.
All right. So we've tried 2 already, but 2 of them already had some sort of effect. That's really weird, man. None of these things are connected. Even the colors aren't connected. Any way? So the investigation didn't give me a hint or anything like that, right? On how to approach this thing.
I mean, you were able to figure out maybe, but people are stepping over the pressure plates to see if that really solved it. So the way the pressure plates are designed and the way this trap is designed, like, you have to take a step forward and step over the pressure plates, essentially.
Right.
And, yeah.
Maybe we need to jump from color to color and from symbol to symbol. So there's probably an order, right? We probably have to step on one of each. That seems to make sense to me, right? So if we step on one of each symbol and probably of the same color, what would make sense to you guys?
Or the same symbol, I was thinking.
Or the same symbol, yeah.
Yeah.
But you already stepped on the crocodile, and that activated a trap.
Right.
So did the mask.
Should we try the fish or the fly?
Even the colors don't match up with the symbols. This is really weird. And I've been trying to read that thing over and over again. I still don't. Nothing's coming to me right now. I think it's probably like one of those kind of trick type of phrases. I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water because it teems with your brethren. Okay, so obviously the crocodile seems to be not something we ought to avoid. It's true you would not be safe, blah blah blah, but I will promise to. What happened just now? Okay. You must carry me on your back across your realm. The human carried the crocodile on his back. Is that the basic gist of it?
What does Willow do?
I'm trying to figure out what I want her to do.
You're standing on one of them right now, and like I said, after you step on one of them, you hear like a gears resetting behind the walls. Like the trap, maybe something's happening with the trap.
So it's like resetting itself.
Unknown, but something is happening.
It's probably going to be a dumb move, but I'm going to do it anyways. I think I'm going to have her move to the blue fish in the second row.
How damaged are you, though? Do you want to really make a wrong choice and take a lot of damage?
I have 15 at the moment.
Do you fly up, or you just walk across?
I think I'm going to have her fly.
So you fly up with your little pixie wings. Nothing happens.
Hey, you know, now that I think about it, you remember, Odo, you mentioned something about rocks or something? Maybe we could just throw some rocks on these things and see what kind of effect it has on the specific tiles. What do you think? It would still have a certain amount of weight.
The ones that...
She tried pebbles. Yeah.
Pebbles might be too light.
Too light.
Yeah.
You want to grab some bigger rocks? Maybe
Yeah,
from the
probably
beach?
some bigger rocks. Sure.
I mean, you think about it, an average person, at least, even like someone skinny like Lyra, probably weighs, what, 100, little over 100 pounds or something?
Yeah.
Talking about a lot of fucking rocks here.
What about corpses? Are there any corpses around?
What is that one?
There was that one, yeah.
There was one corpse that was pulled out of the latrine But Odo knows that they buried some of the guys here before they just up and left camp in a hurry. I don't know. Did they bury some people, Odo?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they're probably. You guys
Pick
have.
them up and use them as a bridge.
Yeah, I mean, Odo, do you really want to exhume some of the paladins' corpses or
Yeah.
some of the knights' corpses to try to solve this problem? Is that something your code would allow?
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, maybe your code doesn't allow it, but for me, any cost is worth, getting through. So I'll do it.
Right.
Where the hell are the bodies?
Willow, what do you do? You're flying above the second one, right? Which is the mask.
Right, so...
Do you want to fly forward or go back or not do anything at all?
If flying over them's not activating it,
Do you want to fly over one more in front of you, or what do you want to do?
Is it possible? God, I don't know what I want to do.
Okay. You can just go to someone else then while you wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. It's not coming to me.
Lyra?
Can she fly a rope? How high is the ceiling?
It's about 20 feet.
I have a 30-foot range for flight and walking, so I mean, you want me to like bring a rope or something to the ceiling? If there's a place to put it there, I can do that.
Maybe try to find something to tie it on. We can just swing across.
Too bad we used all the pittons to block the trap, right, Oda?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I
the
have,
pittons could be connected into the ceiling.
Javelins.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't work, though. You need some, like, pitton.
Yeah. Right.
Do you want to fly to the ceiling, or what's going on? Or are we just staying still, Willow?
This is a difficult situation, trying to figure out this puzzle here.
Indeed.
Lyra, do you try to cast any spells, or what are you doing?
I don't have any spells that would be useful.
You don't
honestly,
want a ritual.
they're all-
You don't want a ritual cast, detect magic, maybe, or
Yeah, that would be the only thing I could think of.
it's been about 10 minutes.
Either that or identify. I mean, but I don't really know what I'm trying to identify, basically.
Identifying traps can be
Do
tricky
you have
business.
a protection?
Yeah. Because you have to touch it, too, so...
That's correct.
Do you have a protection from magic?
Spell? No.
She does not.
Yeah, okay.
No, I do not. I just have damage spells, basically.
Are the slits coordinated with specific tiles, or are they just at every section?
The slits were only next to the pressure plates right here, which you guys have
So it's
attempted to
not
jam,
next to the tile.
but nobody stepped on the pressure plate yet. But out of the walls, like magic, basically like evocation magic happens. So it must be a magical trap.
Can I touch the tile?
Which tile do you want to touch?
Whichever one's closest to me, and use the identify ritual.
You have
I
to
mean, if
tell
I'm
me.
still on that one tile, I mean, that's already been activated. There's still pressure on it.
You're not on that tile anymore. You've flown above it, and now you're now basically levitating above the tiles.
Gotcha.
You're above the mask tile unless you want to move somewhere or do something.
This is a puzzle.
I hate puzzles.
Oh,
I'm starting to myself.
Something's missing, so I don't really know what it is exactly.
You would love a DM hit, you know.
Yeah, we'll give you a little hint. Spore has been up on the back, of Rune for some time, right? been up there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he rolled a natural 1, guys. You squint a little bit, you almost see like a little glint at the end of the little glint there, Spore, at the end here. It's like over here. It's on the ground over here, like a little glint.
I would throw a mushroom at that glint so everyone knows what I'm seeing. Look.
Nobody can see it except for you. You throw it over there and you say, look and see over there. But everybody else is too low to the ground.
I mean, other than
Okay,
Willow,
everybody.
really.
Wait a second. Everybody try to get on each other's backs.
How are we going to try it? We're going to try to do some circus act type thing here, or what?
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins thing.
Exactly. How are we getting on everybody's back?
No, obviously I'm on the horse's back. The pixie could probably go on. Well, the pixie could be a decoration. Lyra could probably be carried by the human, and
I'm pretty sure I'm taller than the human.
I'm pretty sure Willow could just float up.
Probably.
Does Willow want to float up?
Yeah. About the same height as the
Willow
chef
begins to fly to like the ceiling to get this better look on whatever Chef is pointing out, like this, right? See how I float your model up? Willow makes a perception roll to look in this direction. Around the tiles that are back here.
No ones.
Natural 1, guys. DM curse, a 10.
10.
You can't quite see it from here. You could try to fly closer to get a better look, but you'd have to fly over the trap, or you could spend a few more minutes like trying to look at it. What do you want to do?
I think
We're rolling like shit today.
Wait, hold
Right.
on just a second. When you stepped in the pressure plate, Chef was riding the man, right? But
yes.
the pressure plate has nothing to do with the puzzle. But so technically, if you're still riding somebody, it still would make sense because you can see the glint, right? To go on the tiles, and it shouldn't activate the whatever the hell it is, activate the magic stuff, right?
well, I don't mind testing your theory. I can heal you in case anything goes wrong, but maybe you are right, and I'll point out the glimpses for you.
So even though you rolled a natural 1, when you're riding on top of me, you can see the glint. Maybe that's something. I don't know.
How many times have I screwed us over?
Do you want an actual answer?
Why is that one time?
Willow, can you try flying over to where he was pointing? Maybe see if you can see anything the closer
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah, I'll have Willow move closer and do another.
Willow
perception.
flies forward. You want to fly over the traps, Willow?
Yeah.
Willow begins flying over the trap, right, and gets closer. Do you have dark vision as a fairy?
I do not.
Do you have
But
you have a
I
little
do-
torch though, right?
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
torch from my back.
Yeah, for sure. And she lights it up, and you can see it a lot closer now. Even though you're just flying right above the tiles, you appear like you're not activating the trap when you're flying over here, because nothing happens. But you get closer, and you look down at the fly, which is right here.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be glowing. Like a little shimmer.
Okay. So she's gonna basically yell back to the group, going, "I see the glint that that Chef's talking about.
Yeah.
It's the fly, and it's green. I don't know if that's helpful, but
Well,
I don't want to have her like move around the puzzle and try to find any other glowing pieces."
So maybe the green.
You're just
part-
flying over it. You don't see any other glowing pieces, but you fly back like this. You're just
Maybe
flying
it's
over
the
it.
fly.
I'll have you make an investigation roll since you're kind of looking around.
Lyra's just gonna take a step onto the fly that's
That's
closest.
a 4.
You're not really able to put the rest of it together. Lyra, you want to take a step onto the fly?
Yeah.
So we're going to move your model right here as you step over the pressure plate, right?
Yep.
Flame erupts. And Willow and Lyra both have to make dexterity saving throws. As this entire area is consumed in flame.
Well,
that,
I lost it.
that didn't do anything.
Depends if the DC was. What's the DC?
It's a DC of 13.
Oh.
You take 12 fire damage. Willow takes half or 6 fire damage. And something happens with the trap.
I swear to God if it drops.
Willow. The flame consumes you, but like Lyra, you're still standing on the fly. And the fish is now glowing. With just little sparkle, like a little glint. What do you do?
I'm gonna back up.
You back up, you step over the pressure plate, and you step back safely onto the ledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some hit die.
Okay, roll it up. You kind of catch your breath as your body is badly singed.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
The fish is now glowing Willow.
Which fish? Which fish?
The one in the far back. The back row.
The yellow?
Yeah, the yellow fish.
Willow, drop yourself onto that fish.
You just read my mind. I was
There we go.
Mind bomb right into that yellow fish.
Dead drop.
You want to drop onto the fish back here, Willow?
Yeah, I'm basically gonna have her like zoom in and just full body flaw into this tile. Just like
Body
Superman it.
The fire erupts. You make another dexterity saving throw.
What?
I think I just died.
Girl, use your hit die.
Roll 26 damage.
Yeah.
My dexterity was.
You pass, so you take 13 fire damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Back up.
Willow falls unconscious and takes a stack of exhaustion. How can we heal Willow before she bleeds out?
Now we got have trouble. Yeah.
That's just a problem.
Can anybody heal Willow from this range?
I have cure.
You have healing word?
wounds.
That's a touch spell.
Yeah.
I say this is a little bit too dangerous for us. I've been watching us get turn into barbecue fairies, barbecue humans, barbecue elves. I like a spigot, but barbecue goblins on the menu today.
I roll a death save for Willow in secret as she begins to bleed out.
And then I need to be rolling those as well, right?
No, I roll those for you in secret. You don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean, I have medicine, but we have to get her off the plate first.
Wait, do I have a spell that... Wait, no, you won't trust me if I cast a spell trying to save her.
So wait, we've touched the fish?
Willow's torch is still back there on the ground, right? And something happens with the trap. You look now as the torch illuminates it. Chef, you can see it as you're still on the back of Rune. And now you see the mask, the orange mask in the back is glowing. I make another death saving throw for Willow in secret. And she still begins to bleed out.
Where the hell is Willow anyway?
In the very back of the
She's back right here.
back by the door.
So she's by the orange mask, or
So the orange mask
she
is
isn't.
glowing?
The orange mask is glowing. She's right next to it. That's correct. But she flew down and touched the fish. So now
I think it might be by color then, if it's not by
the orange mask
object.
is now glowing right here. Willow's bleeding out. I've rolled 2 death saves for her already.
I gotta get over there.
But don't do
Try
anything
stepping on the
stupid,
orange.
Paladin.
If the other side is orange, step on the orange. We might have to do this by color, I think.
All right, I'll Leroy Jenkins it. I'll jump on to the orange fly.
Now, I'm gonna have you make. I'm just telling you this. If you step on the wrong trap, Willow takes 2 death saves. Because the trap will go off, right? And then
Right.
she critically fails to save as she's unconscious and bleeding out. Are you sure you want to do that?
If you leap all the way, how difficult is it to leap all the way to where she is?
And you think about it, Odo, one of the reasons why the Paladin's here is because of the death curse. Right?
Right.
If Willow dies, she's dead for good. There's no coming back. I roll another death save for Willow in secret.
No, but how far is it to leap to her? If we just leap directly to her without stepping on her?
Could just throw Chef.
If you ask her like a length question, Rune,
I thought of
use
that.
the M tool, and use your M tool, right, like this. She's 20 feet away. So if you have a question about distance, you can always measure it yourself. That's the
You
beauty
throw
of using the battle
20
board.
feet.
She's 20 feet away, laying unconscious, bleeding out on
And she's
the fish.
She's on the orange fish, right?
That's correct.
I mean, I guess I could technically leap there and then put her on my back and come back. Since we've already activated that trap, do you think it'll happen again if we do that?
As you're questioning things, I roll another saving throw for Willow in secret.
Oh god.
I roll a natural 20. I can even show you the roll.
That's
That means
good.
Willow she becomes conscious with 1 HP.
Oh,
You're so lucky.
Fly back. I can hear.
See, I don't know if you can see this. I think I have it on the screen, Willow. Let me see if it shows you this on the screen. Yeah, you can see it on the screen.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, see it. I can actually. It's on the stream too. There's the natural 20 that I rolled for Willow. The DM never fudges the rules.
And Willow takes 1 stack of his auction on top of all that shit.
Willow, you come conscious with 1 HP. What do? You're standing on the. I'm going to say you're flying. You've dropped your torch, but you just quickly fly up. Hopefully not to activate any of the other traps. What do?
I instantly fly back to the group and then just plop on the ground, exhausted.
I'm gonna use cure wounds.
Roll it up. I'm going to move the torch back here where you dropped it, so now the illumination can be seen at the end of the hallway.
Cool.
Is it still on that orange?
Yes, it has not changed.
Okay.
It is still
I'm
on
gonna
the
step-
orange mask. Make an insight roll, Lyra, before you step on something.
Okay.
5. You're
5.
trying to think about it. You're just as perplexed as you are in real life. Your character can offer no further assistance to you as you've studied the land of Zin. You remember all the tomes. God, this death curse sucks. No wonder the knights had such a hard problem with this. You're in the same predicament as they were before they got attacked by a horde of zombies or ghouls or whatever. Time is slowly withering away.
Can I recognize if it's like a like a ward?
Make an Arcana roll.
Well, shit.
Potato
3.
time. You can try to cast. You can spend the next 10 minutes to cast detect magic if you wish.
Yes, let's do that.
You start to detect magic. As a ritual, I'm assuming, right? Unless you want to use a spell slot. Okay.
It's a ritual.
Okay.
Well,
Going back to the original thing, when Chef was on the back, he saw the glint in one of the squares, or just some of the squares?
Chef can easily see it now because the torch is back there. Right, I put the torch out as well.
So there's only one square glinting?
Only one of the squares appears to be changing when someone fails the trap.
Which square at this point?
The square that's being highlighted right now is the orange mask.
Okay. That's at the end, right?
That is at the end, right? It's the last row. It's this one right here, the second one.
Okay, so there's no question that somebody has to be on somebody's back, right? Now the question is, which ones do we step on? But maybe it doesn't matter? No idea.
well, I can take the risk because I know how to heal. So, who's the healthiest out of us? Well, I've been on your back.
Yeah,
Concept.
just get on my back. I'll try to leap to the orange mask. We got to get through this thing somehow.
You can't. It's hard for you to leap to the orange mask, which is back here. That's kind of what this problem is. Is like if you want to step on one of them, you have to jump over this, this trap right here. Then you jump onto one of these 4 tiles right here, or if you're maybe lucky, you could jump onto the second row. Because this only allows you to do essentially a standing jump, right? That's the way it's built.
We've stepped on every tile on the first row except for the fly, right?
Yes. So,
Yes.
let me
So what?
go on your
so what
back.
the-
Okay, I'm
So-
on your back.
Yeah. So what the
Oh,
hell?
my friend,
I'll leap
go.
on the fly with the chef on my back.
Chef, do you want to step on the fly?
I'm on his back.
He's not stepping on the fly by himself.
I know.
right?
You guys are both going together.
Yeah.
Does Chef agree to go to the fly?
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to copy the crocodile man thing.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, for sure. Bet both you guys make dexterity saving throws.
What the hell, man?
Oh god, we've been rolling like shit lately.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's a problem making a dexterity saving throw.
What did you
That's
roll? You fail, Chef. Let me roll the damage up. 18 damage. You pass, so Ruin takes 9 damage.
I'm on the floor again.
Chef goes unconscious. He takes another stack of exhaustion. His speed is now halved. He's within healing range, though, Odo.
Yeah, I'll use cure wounds.
Well, you have to step onto the pressure plate to touch him, though. Do you want to step onto the pressure plate? Because right now people have been just stepping over the pressure plate, but the pressure plate could be jammed, right? Do you want to do it?
Right.
We've
Or it
disarmed
could
the,
just snap right through everything, and I'll try it. I'll step on the pressure point. And
Okay, you step onto it. It appears to be jammed successfully. How much do you want to heal Odo for?
well, I'll use my cure wound spell.
Okay, roll it up. I'm going to say Chef comes back to consciousness, almost burned to the crisp. You're getting exhausted, Chef, as you're coming back from the brink of death. You're healed for 7. You're still on this one, and you look, and Chef looks ahead though as he comes unconscious on your back, right, Rune?
Yep.
He like kind of props himself up, and I roll something. The the green fly in the back is now glowing. What do you guys do? So the one on the far right is glowing.
When the orange mass was glowing, we stepped in the orange fly to match the color, but that didn't work.
Well, if it jammed when you guys were already on there, and then and they joined you on that one, what if as a group we all move onto the same stone?
I'll try it, but if it fails, it's
Then
not
I
going to
say
be
we
pretty
leave.
safe for me.
It's not safe for me either.
Well, we're already on the orange fly, so if
That's
the green
correct.
fly is not, if the green fly is glowing and it's not a color match, so maybe it's a figure match. So we go forward to the yellow fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll go forward to the yellow fly with what's his name on his chef on my back.
Chef, do you want to go to the yellow fly?
Sure.
You take your hooves. That's kind of what it sounds like, I guess, like a little bit. Nothing happens.
There we go. And then, does the glow change again, or does it stay on the fly?
It stays as the fly.
All right, let's go to the orange fly then. What the hell?
You look over to your right.
Before we take any more risk, let me heal myself first.
Okay. I'm down a bit too, but
You can also use your hit dice to heal if you have them, right? As part of the healing search action. Right?
yeah, but
Hey,
Willow, you know what we're talking about with the healing surge thing?
No.
So you have hit dice. You have a pool of hit dice that you can use to kind of catch your wind, like a second wind almost.
Okay.
You can use your hit dice to heal yourself. Your hit dice reset after a long rest.
Which are the hit dice?
Hit the short rest button, or someone else can help Willow out with that.
Oh, I see it.
Hit the short rest button, and you should be able to roll those hit dice. Those hit dice will reset after a long rest.
Okay, here we go.
And you can use as many of those hit dice as you want to heal.
Don't know if I did that right.
Well, just try the best you can. Did you heal yourself, Chef? You see you heal yourself for 8 using some healing magic. Do you want to use any hit dice yourself, or
sure.
roll it up?
Okay,
There you go,
there we
Willow. Yep. And you also had your con mod, so you heal yourself for 19, right?
Yay.
And then Chef heals himself for 10. And then Rune, do you want to use any hit dice, or?
I'm only down 5, so there's
Okay.
no point. I had 4 temporary hit points from the treat or something that Chef was giving out.
That's correct. The nice, delicious treats. You want to step onto the fly now, or what's the plan?
We'll go forward. I mean, since the first fly worked and the fly's still glowing, we'll go to the orange fly.
Chef, do you want to step on the orange fly?
I'm on his back, so of course.
You gallop, you like trot a little bit.
Yeah, try to be as nimble as possible, if that's even possible.
Yeah, you're trying to be nimble. Nothing happens. And you look ahead, and there's still the same ruins glowing. The fly on the far right is glowing.
Okay, so can I leap onto that glow fly? It's about 5 foot, I guess. 5 foot.
Yeah! You gallop over to it. You just leap over to the fly over there.
Yep.
Nothing happens. The fly is still glowing, but you've made it to the other side.
Okay.
wanna-
Well, I tell the other guys. I guess it's we do this kind of piggyback thing until following the glint of the fly. Apparently, following the glint of whatever's on the back row.
Do you climb up here to this ledge?
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try to leap up.
Chef kind of like easily kind of gets up there because he's on your back, right? So he kind of is able to easily climb up, and you climb up to the top as well. And then there's a door that's very dirty. What does also the rest of the group do?
Probably follow them.
Yeah, I'll have Willow just basically flutter her way across.
Willow just easily flies to the other side. And the other two, do you want to
Puzzle
piggyback? Who's
with the
piggybacking
favorites
who?
of pocket drops.
Lyra and Odo. Who's piggybacking on who?
I think Ito should be piggybacking on Lyra.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
So Lyra's going to be the piggyback?
Yeah.
Or the piggybacky? You guys successfully step on the first fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Lyra does with Odo on Lyra's back. Nothing happens. What do you do?
We just continue on.
You step onto the next fly. You make it all the way to the other end. You guys have made it to the next ledge.
Okay.
You look at the door in front of you guys. It's a pretty tight ledge, as you can tell. The torch is burning on the ground below you. And this doorway is very dirty. It hasn't been open in who knows how long. Centuries, decades, cobwebs, and are strewn all about it. What do you guys do? Cobwebs, dirt, and whatever. Just like a layer of dirt is like on it almost. What do you guys do?
Should we open the door?
Open sesame.
How are we opening the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it open with the hose, or are you guys gonna do something more finesse-wise?
Kick it. Let's see what happens.
The door is very dirty,
Very
for
dirty.
starters.
That's
It's like very dirty, it has a lot of cobwebs on it.
Okay.
Okay, well that's not relevant. I mean, how strong is the wood? Anyway, can't even tell.
Appears to be just like a wooden door almost. Beyond that, it's like you do see some cracks between the dirt. And the dirt must be just like natural age. Why doesn't Rune take a survival roll or something?
Okay. I was just gonna basically leap up and smash it with the front hose, but
Yeah, I'm trying to just give you some more information though.
what the hell am I rolling here?
Survival.
Survival.
Or you can roll investigation. It's up to you if you want to search the door.
It's about the same actually.
Okay.
18.
Before you maybe you want to just try to kick down this fucking door, you start to look at the door as you kind of see you see a glint of an outline, almost like a little outline from the dirt. It must be natural aging of just this cave being open, natural sedimentation, wind just blowing in here, blowing in dirt onto this door.
Right.
You see a small square outline where you're at, as you begin to dust it away a little bit, some of the dirt comes off, and you see a dirt square the size of this as you begin to do it. Maybe if you wipe more of the door off, something else will reveal itself.
Can Willow cast Druidcraft to create a small wind or something to kind of blow dirt or whatever off the door?
Willow goes up to it. The wind blows off all the cobwebs, off the rest of the dirt on the doorway. And you see it there. There's 4 panels, 4 of these squares. One is on the top, one is on the bottom. Then there's one on the top and then one on the bottom. What do you guys do?
Oh, it's just like Skyrim. It's fucking puzzles. Oh.
Can Willow do a investigation check?
Is it magical?
What are you trying to figure out, Willow?
Just to look see if she recognizes the squares or anything else on the door.
One seems to be at the door is about 10 feet tall. One seems to be 5, I want to say 4 feet off the ground. The other one's 8 feet off the ground.
There's no symbols or anything in them. It's just squares.
Make an investigation roll. A 3.
4. That sucked.
You do see Lyra sees it, with her detect magic, as you guys are kind of looking together a little bit, there appears to be... You can't see it normally without the spell, Lyra.
Okay.
The runes are hidden along the edge of the doorway against the edge of everything. It appears to be like some type of... It has the tone of blue across it. It appears to be evocation magic that seems to be warding the door.
Can I recognize the spell? Or is that... That's an Arcana roll, right? Not something you could find with detect magic?
You take out your pearl. You start to cast Identify.
Mm-hmm.
You just begin to cast Identify as you begin to touch the runes. Is it a ritual or a spell?
It's a ritual.
It takes 10 minutes, so what else is everybody doing? Or are we waiting for Lyra to identify this?
I think it was.
Hello, you should heal.
Gonna smash down the drawer, but that's not an option anymore.
Nope.
Why are we casting Identify? Just because, or?
Figure out what spell it is and if I can counterspell it. Ideally.
Okay. So it's like a glyph or something.
I had 10 minutes of timer, unless anybody else wants to do anything, correct?
Yeah, I guess we just have to wait.
Willow?
While we're waiting, can I mend
The fishing pole?
Chef's pole? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just something to do while we wait.
You begin to take your fingers across Chef's pole, and she mends it for you, Chef.
Well, a chef's tool is always important.
Awesome. You finish the Identify spell, Lyra, as the last one comes. As you think about it, your eyes like flutter a little bit, and the runes start to form in your mind's eye a little bit, and you're able to discern, like, through this magical language, it forms an idea of the spell. The idea is Thunderwave.
Okay.
You see wind circling around the door. It might not, like, blow us off. And then you look down at the ledge that you're standing on. It's pretty narrow.
Yeah. Oh, I have Thunderwave in my spellbook. It's just not equipped.
Exactly.
I have Thunderwave as well.
Equipped or
Yeah. I can do it as first level or second level.
blow the door in?
Do I want to do it first or second level?
Second. Screw it.
Okay.
Let me clarify something.
Okay.
The runes on the door appear to be warding. The runes are in Thunderwave.
Oh, okay. So if we try to open
So
it, it's
we
gonna blow
open
us
it,
all
the
off.
thunder-
Okay.
Yeah.
But you look at it, Odo, you like try to say, like, how could I open this door? There's no handle. There's no keyhole.
Mhm.
There's nothing. There's just these 4 panels. One is at 4 feet high. The other is at 8 feet high. Just like Skyrim.
Should
Okay.
we press a panel?
So it's worded. What are on the panels again?
There's no language. Nothing is written on the panels. The wording of Thunderwave is written along the edge of this door, though.
And without dispel magic, I can't really do much for it. So
That is true.
yeah, that sucks. Do you think we could take those tiles and put them on these since there's 4 of them?
Who rolled the investigation roll? That was pretty high. So didn't someone roll an 18?
Yeah, it was me.
I mean, the door is pretty wide, too. Right? Like, it's not like... It's wide enough where almost like 2 people could walk through it at the same time, Rune. Like, the door is 10 feet wide.
have the goblin and make him be your friend.
I'm sort of stuck. What does that mean? Have we deactivated the trap? Can we just go through?
You try to do you try to open the door?
Yeah, sure, why not? What the heck?
Do we allow Rune to touch the door?
Yeah, but I'm gonna back out of the way of the door.
You know that the Thunderwave spell, if it goes off, if you're on the sledge, it's just going to blow you off.
Oh, is that true? Okay.
'Cause
So
I
it
mean,
hasn't been deactivated yet then?
No, it has not. Nobody's cast Dispel Magic on the door.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if a trap goes off, and if it is a Thunderwave spell, everyone on this ledge is getting blown off.
Right.
Okay, don't touch it yet. You said, okay, so the things in the doors, they're rectangular, right? Or are they octagonal, like the tiles down there?
Like squares like this.
Squares, okay.
They have a small indent to them. Very subtle.
What does the indent feel
The
like?
seam to them. Do you try to touch it at all?
Yeah.
You're just being
lightly
really
running my
careful.
finger around it, yeah.
You're really careful about it. It's just smooth. It is wood. It's a puzzle. Like it would be for wood for a puzzle box. Almost in a way. So here's the door. The seam of it is very small. It comes out very, very subtly.
Okay. So I have a idea, but we're all gonna need to back the fuck away from this first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile into the door and see if it does anything.
Is everybody backing up? Back to somewhere?
Yeah, that's
or
a good idea, maybe.
Back away from the way of the door.
Are we
Step away from it.
Are we casting Magic Missile where from, and where's the rest of the group?
Go downstairs.
You guys follow the path back, you guys get on each other's shoulders, and Willow just flies down, right, to the ledge here. And then you guys are down here. So I'm saying you guys make your way back, and it's true, you don't deactivate the trap, and you follow the pattern of the fly on the way back. And then Lyra is casting Magic Missile from where? Up here?
I'm gonna
or
stand,
down here?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand where she is right now and just cast it.
Okay.
Because theoretically, it's not gonna blow back from. Or she's not gonna get hit from the door. So
You're trying to brace yourself in a way to
yeah.
up against this corner here, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on any saving throw then, right?
Okay.
You cast Magic Missile as you begin to utter the incantations.
Yeah.
That didn't work. I was trying to do it. Trying to put this cool little trap effect. It didn't sound off.
No.
Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Okay. With advantage.
As the force of magic flies into the door, the ward triggers, and the Thunderwave spell goes off.
That's a 17.
You take 2d8 thunder damage. I'm gonna say you take 1d8.
Okay.
Let's roll it up. You take 6 thunder damage. There's a loud breach of sonic energy blows back, and the whole door pulsates energy. Well, fortunately, everybody wasn't on the door. Otherwise, it would have just fell back on randomly into some fucking square.
We'd all be dead.
Okay.
It shakes the whole cavern. The torch
And
rolls
nothing-
a
Is the
little
door
bit.
open?
The door is unaffected. Nothing happens. The magic missile goes into this seemingly wooden door. You look, Lyra, as you kind of maybe move over to it a little bit, and look to see if it has the scarring of like some force magic. Something's wrong. The door is untouched. Deceptive this door is.
I want to get in. Like, I want to get in really badly.
Did you get through the
Kinda
door? Well, you guys are all level 3, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say if you get through, you can gain a level, but you're already level 3.
Damn it.
I'll have everybody roll it, though, maybe. What do you guys do?
You want me to try and force the door? Now that the spell...
Lyra, your detect magic's about to go down.
Is the rune still there?
As you
With
kind
the
of just
detect
walk up.
magic?
Yeah, the runes are still there.
And I can't counter that at all, or?
You don't have counterspell. It's a 3rd level spell.
No, that's right. No, you're right.
But you're right. Like if you did have dispel magic, you just have to cast at the level of whatever trap this is. So it could be dispelled. Any magic can be repressed by the most powerful benders.
Right, but... Okay, so there are rectangles at the top on the door.
Top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
There's 4, right?
And
One
how
at the
big are
top
the
left,
tiles?
one at the top right, one at the top bottom left, one at the bottom right. One is 4 feet off the ground, the other is 8 feet. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Okay. How big are the tiles? About this big.
So they would theoretically fit in that
About
box, right?
8 inches by 8 inches.
I'm gonna go try to pick up that one tile that's glowing.
You're going to try to as you
Like,
were
pick it up.
as
right.
you were like walking onto these tiles below with Odo on your back, the tiles are like stone.
Okay,
Like,
so they're not coming
they're
out.
not something you can
They're
just like
not
pull
loose
off.
and... Yeah.
No.
Okay, okay.
And you're thinking about it like the magic. There was these are magical traps. So whoever put these traps here, like they knew magic.
I'm at a little bit of a loss.
Yeah.
Probably one of these things we have to push the squares in order.
Oh.
I mean, that would make sense.
Picture of this thing.
But then we don't do it in order. The thunder spell.
Do we get thrown right back? Yeah.
Right. And possibly onto the other trap.
Right. Oh, definitely on the other traps. Well, they were camped out here for a reason, at this specific temple for a reason. Whatever's in here, they had to know was in here.
This way.
And there was nothing left in the... Nothing left in the camp that could possibly mimic this. Not even in the shrines and stuff.
Well, I mean, Odo knows that the knights didn't even get this far.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, at that point... Yeah, I don't know.
Willow, Chef, what do you guys do?
I kind of want to just have like 4 of us push all 4 squares at the same time and then just see what happens.
I don't think that's gonna work. Because either way, if we do it wrong, it's gonna get blown back. I think we might need to return to this.
Another 10.
Yeah. Well, we got far into this.
We
How
busted a
about
bunch of
the DM
knights. I'll take it.
How
Yeah.
about the DM hints? Come on, we're so close.
Well, I think now we should follow the undead that Rune had mentioned.
No DM hint.
Did you post a picture of this door on the?
It's simple enough. I've already described it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 10-foot door. Willow's right. Like, people could stand at the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could be done. The question is, do you want to do it?
YOLO, you only live once, right?
What's a goblin rule for this? Is there a goblin rule? Goblin rules for death traps? Goblins are great at building traps. They just dig a lot of ditches, you know, put leaves over them.
traps, but we don't have rules against traps.
So weird. It's not a magical trap.
It is a magical trap, right? It's warded by a Thunderwave spell.
Well, clearly they don't want someone getting in who's not meant to, unless they know the trick behind getting past it.
I mean, technically, if you trigger the trap, it'll do damage, and then the door will be, you know, you can pass through the door, right?
We already tried that though. She already triggered it, and it
By using magic,
Sword.
by using magic missile.
And
Yeah.
it just reset. Okay. Well, that's
Well, I could use a tangled. I could be on your back. I could do the top one. You can do the bottom ones. I can entangle you so you can stay in one place.
I like that
What
idea.
I'm saying is that
What?
I like that idea.
And Willow can do one of the top ones.
Like, I mean, yeah, you
Yeah,
could
I'll
use
entangle
Entangle.
me and
All these
I'll
roots would
drag.
come out and, like, restrain you so you wouldn't be blown back.
That actually might be a good idea.
See, sometimes goblins are smart.
If the trap goes off, though, I would make you guys make a roll, but probably just with advantage, yeah.
Right.
And if you fail it by 5 or more, then you would be blown out of the roots. So there would be risk.
I think no matter what we do, there's gonna be risk.
Willow, you think about the heroes and the legends of old. How they all left and went away. When they fought adversity of the darkness. What do you guys do?
I kind of like Chef's idea. I want to try that out.
Okay. Willow wants to try Chef's ideas out. Who wants to... What idea is this, and how are we doing it?
Okay, horse friend, let's do it together.
Yeah, Willow will do one of the top ones because she can reach that height with her with the flying and whatnot.
So am I going to move Rune and Chef to the doorway, correct?
Sure.
Okay. Rune moves to the door, and Chef moves to the door.
And Willow moves to the door.
And yep, Willow flies over there. Who else is moving over there?
Need one more.
Odo or Lyra?
I feel like Lyra's gonna just stand back and kind of watch this and observe.
Kind of skeptical, don't want to get blown off and die.
Yeah.
I'll
I
go.
feel like you're just waiting to do I told you so.
She's more considering what's
Considering
going on. She doesn't know what's going on. She's confused.
Does Chef cast Entangle on everyone before we push these things?
Yep.
All the roots from the side of the walls begin to grow out the size of like a small arm or fingers. Dozens of them then wrap around your hooves and appendages. Just enough, though, where if you wanted to, you could push these things. Do we push them?
Yes. We all do.
How do you guys do it?
Now she hit magic missile hit 1, right?
Well, it hit the door. You're asking questions, your hands are out. How are we pushing them?
You want to try it all at once?
All at once.
Yep. Try all at once.
1, 2.
Oh god.
Who says 3?
3?
Hey!
Chef says 3. Everybody says 3 at the same time.
Sure.
As we all push in the things.
Mhm.
The door opens up.
Oh, okay.
I called him.
Freaked out for no reason.
I
Back
was
there
right.
holding your breath.
The
I
entangle
was right. You owe me something.
the entangle spell is still around you guys.
In my excitement, that would have hurt.
Do you release the entangle spell, Chef?
Man.
To release the
Stop the
entangle spell.
entangle. Let's go. Chop chop.
As Lyra quickly, Lyra, though, the problem is, though, Lyra, you're stuck down there now. Who helps Lyra get back up?
Willow will.
Willow goes on Lyra's shoulders.
Yeah, she,
I accidentally put myself 2 floors above where this was, so I had to go I had to go drop her somewhere.
Yep. Flying all around the map.
I know.
I'll move you up here. Willow, you help her out with the riddle or the trap of the tiles. You bring her up successfully. Good job.
Hey.
This room, I'll describe it. The floor of this dusty 40-foot high and 20-foot wide chamber is littered with dinosaur bones. Webs stretch from walls to walls of this 30-foot cylindrical pillar, coiled around which is a narrow stone staircase. Its steps are covered with dust. Carved into the pillar are reliefs of man carrying a crocodile. The reliefs follow the stairs to the top of the pillar, in which sits a large, beautiful ceramic jug. What do you guys do? Do you guys understand?
Stand on your back. Let's go for it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So Rune wants to go up the stairs with Chef on the back.
Sure, why not? What the hell?
Oh boy.
What else is everybody else doing?
Willow's gonna investigate the jug.
You fly up to the top to look at the jug.
Yeah.
The jug is carved with the reliefs. Make a religion roll.
Religion.
Can I help her with it as I'm looking at it with her?
You can't see it from where you're at, Lyra.
Oh,
It's
okay.
way up top.
Oh, I have to move in with her. Okay.
You can't move in with her.
It's
physically.
11.
It appears to be of the Titan Cane, or the Titan K. Must be it's a kingly gift of some kind. What do you guys do? So, Willow, you do that. What else do you want to do, Willow? It appears to be loose, like it could be removed.
She's gonna open it.
Want to open it? You just take the jug and look into it a little way?
Yeah.
You guys see this happening. Do we
Like,
allow Willow to do
kinda
this?
opens it, leaves away, and then if nothing happens, we'll peek in.
Okay.
So,
Let me take a look.
Cautiously opens it.
Yeah, let me take a look. 1 second.
Well, I'm not
The Willow, the jug has a lot of different quirks in it. Circular in nature and has the relief of the Titan K in it. I will link you his World Anvil page. So I can pull it up. Yep. You successfully identify that. Dang it. Sorry. Here we go. K is the Titan named after Doom. And he was one of the 10 Titans of the great Titans that formed out of the great affects. He gave to the birth of your goddess, Rune. Goddess of love, right? Or is that my thinking of your other character? I think I'm thinking of your other character. But he was one of the 10 Titans that was... 9 of the Titans were killed in the Titan War. This is one of them. This jug, though, has many stoppers in it, though. There's a stopper on the very top, and you slowly take it out. Take the stopper out the top, correct? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
You take it out. Make a perception roll.
Okay. Perception. That is an 18.
Does that smell like wine?
Oh, we're getting drunk tonight.
Drinking.
Does Chef and Rune then climb up to the top on each other's backs, kind of like this? Is that what's going on?
I mean, that's why I didn't do anything with the Willow, because we're already ahead.
Okay, so let me do that. So I'm going to move you guys up to here.
Yeah, move me and I moved my guy away and got all lost.
You got lost? Let me move your guy back in here, Odo. Boom, like here. Cool. You see yourself, Odo? This is pretty cool. As you step onto the stairway, Rune, you hear something trigger.
Oh, no.
But nothing happens. Step onto the next...
Nothing happens, but something triggered?
But something like, you hear a sound, right? You step onto the next one?
Okay, no.
You don't step on the next one?
Yeah, I stopped for a second. I think
Okay.
I stepped on something. I stepped backward. Is that possible?
Yes, you step backward with Chef on your back. You're down at the bottom of the floor.
Yeah, Chef, I think these stairs are trapped as well.
Lyra, do you want to cast Detect Magic again?
Yeah.
Do we want to wait
Just
another
give me
10
10
minutes? Do we wait for Lyra to cast spells for 10 minutes?
Don't be a coward.
It takes 10 minutes to cast a Detect Magic. Ritual?
Yes. It's a ritual.
I thought Detect Magic was faster, but alright.
Do we want to wait around for 10 minutes? What is Odo doing over the course of 10 minutes while Lyra begins putting it out?
Well,
She sits down and begins chanting.
I mean, technically, Willow could fly over the steps, so she could sort of investigate a little bit and find out what the hell is being activated, right?
Sure. I was gonna have her open another one of the quirks.
You want to open up another quark?
Yeah.
You look down. I'm going to have you make an investigation roll.
That's 6.
I mean, a 5 would probably do it, but beyond that, Like you see this alchemy jug sitting on like an indent, like so it's on a stone platform. Then on that stone platform is something round. There's an indent around the stone, which the alchemy jug is placed upon.
But I feel like some Indiana Jones shit with that, like...
Yeah.
That's totally what that just screams in my head.
This is what the jug looks like, but again, there's this relief of the Titans in there, right? Some story of the Titans. So it gives you a little bit better look at what the jug looks like with all the quirks and
Ooh,
stuff.
that's
in
an alchemy jug. Me knowing what an alchemy jug is.
it. What do you guys do?
Take it. Trust me. Take it. It would make Chef very happy.
Break it?
Take it. Take it.
Oh, take it?
So take it.
I have a feeling this is going to be some Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I have that feeling too. A
Take
big
the
boulder's gonna
jug.
come rolling
Trust
out.
me.
See, Willow, I moved you way up here now that you can see.
Okay.
To we're up too far. This is kind of where you're at. See, the jug is way up here. See that?
Yeah, I see it. Chef, I'm blaming you for this move. She's going to go to the next to it, and she's just going to, with all of her might, push it over.
She's gonna push the jug and have Chef try to catch it.
Yep.
No.
Hey, Chef, catch!
You want it?
You want it? Here it comes.
Right?
Here it comes. Okay.
Shining roof?
Chef makes a sleight of hand roll as it falls off to see if he can catch it. Otherwise, it shatters on the ground.
Ooh.
Can I use inspiration? Can I use my coin for this?
You don't have it inspiration. We don't play with inspiration.
Oh.
Roll it up, Chef. A sleight of hand roll. If you fail, then Rune can maybe try to catch it.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
I'll say you pass it. You get it. You catch it. It's like pretty big though, even for you. But suddenly, some rocks and stuff. You see it though, just like the Indiana Jones shit. The pressure plate comes up, and a bunch of fucking bricks start collapsing on to your all around you. Make a dexterity save. Anyone
Fucking
else?
run.
Everybody has to make a dexterity saving throw as falling bricks begin to collapse the room.
13.
The DC is
Dash.
13, and you take 3d6 bludgeoning damage, or half. On a success.
16.
Yeah. So everybody in the room, that's everyone, including Odo, makes a dexterity saving throw, or takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage, or half.
Run away!
Backing out.
I rolled sort of.
Backing out.
I rolled sort of low. I roll an 8, or 4 damage.
So what is this? Was 4 damage you said?
As you look back, though, Odo, like you get to like hit by a fucking brick on the top of your helmet. Odo, the brick stopped falling though. It's not like the whole place is coming down. It was like a trap or something, right?
Can I tune to this jug?
You want to tune to the jug?
Scared.
Yes.
So how I'm doing like attunement of magical items, I've changed it. This is how it works. If the item is cursed, if you attune to the item before you know it's cursed, then well, you just are cursed by the item, right?
Right.
But so identify works like kind of like what Lyra is doing, which is identifying something of an object if she wants to, like the effect of something. But if you attune to a magical item, you know what it is, okay? Right? Unless it's, of course, cursed, right? So identifying an item can tell you if it's cursed or not. Chef is correct. It's an alchemy jug. I will link it in the chat.
Alchemy jug. You can make lots of beer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know the alchemy jug like the back of my hand because one of my friends found one, and I'm like, oh my god, that's such a chef 4 item.
So we took 4 points of damage, right? If we failed our save.
That's correct.
And the DC was
13.
I assume higher than 12. Whatever it was.
That's right. So you take 8.
I take 8. Got
8
it.
bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I rolled
guess
a 14. I don't know if I passed the save.
You passed. The
Yeah,
DC was
13.
13.
And
So I
if
take a
use,
4.
So
There's
if
a
I
mag-
use a die to heal.
Wait, what color is this alchemy jug? Is that the regular one, the blue one, or is it the
That's what
orange
this.
one?
I mean, the way I have it, they have the other types, Chef. It's just a generalized one.
And it's magical, right?
It is magical. It's worth 5,000 gold pieces.
You said we can use dice to heal, right?
Willow,
Automatically or something?
your dream of becoming an archaeological person is fulfilled.
Suck that, Dad!
You found an artifact in some fucking dungeon somewhere. That's a gift, put there by God knows who. How long ago? Do you guys leave the dungeon?
Do we see any doors anywhere?
Well, is that it?
That appears to be fucking it.
Fuck, all of that just for this goddamn jug?
Hey, we get to have unlimited beer.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of dinosaur bones in here.
I might as well use my hit dice to heal a little bit since I've taken some damage.
Roll it up. It's getting kind of late. 7:30 in the evening. I'll put the sun down a little bit.
Okay, so this is my jug. He is my friend. I can make you guys some beer. I will share. Reluctantly, but I will share the beer.
The hell is...
It's my precious. Don't take
Oh
it.
lord. Alright. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go set up camp out here and just...
It's pretty awesome, Chef. I mean, you can make beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, poison, wine. This is the greatest chef tool you could ever have.
Rub his hands and think of the most expensive wine he can ever think of. And then with his atonement, with his magical drug, we'll think of the most expensive wine he has ever had. And then tell the drug to make it. Doesn't happen.
Okay.
Doesn't happen. Because we're gonna have a very lit time if it does happen.
Willow just pats Chef on the back on like, alright, we get it.
It's my jug! Go, wine, go! Although I can't find it anywhere in my inventory. I added it to my inventory. I can't fucking find it. Okay, it's a magical. Add to equipment. There we go. I'm so happy.
I was muted the whole time and I'm just ranting. You guys found this jug. You poured it out. It's must be like Chardonnay number 5 or something. Lyra, is that a good enough one? The year 333. Man, the grapes were just right and fine. Yeah. Perfect fermentation. Chef, the wine is fantastic. The best wine you've ever had. Are we leaving the dungeon?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Yep.
I guess that's really weird that that's the only thing that's there, but okay.
Right.
It's my jug. I can make you have a good time. This is my friend, we're gonna have a good time. This is we're gonna find. I know I'm a drink and have a good time.
Hey, Greenie, calm down there, buddy.
Yeah, it's bad.
Calm down, Greenie.
It's magic.
And I trot out of there. Trot, trot, trot.
Willow, shouldn't that belong in a museum?
It should, but I'm gonna let Chef Spore have his moment.
Right next to the river.
Look. As he pours you a nice, generous thing of wine. See, it does not belong in the museum. It belongs in your stomach.
Willow used to work in a museum. You're a museum worker?
My dad owns our community's museum. He's a very well-known explorer of our community. My mom owns the library.
Well, we should document some of the exotic creatures of this island and stuff them for your museum.
I have been.
Why don't we have everybody move their models outside?
Sounds good.
I already moved Odo's model out.
Right.
And then Willow, I don't know if someone has permission over Willow's model to help her out too. But I can move her model for now. Let me see if I've given her permission to someone else.
I think it might be me.
I'll give her permission to, yeah, it was to you. Yep, there you go. Can you make your layouts there, Rune, or are you a little too big?
That's a good question. I'm trying to find... Let me just...
You have to carry poor Chef Spore. He's a little inebriated because whoever doesn't finish the wine, he'll just drink it all.
It's pretty weird, you guys. You guys come outside. What's the marching order of the party?
Want me to go first?
Probably, yeah, you, me, then Willow, and then the other two.
I'm not the other two. Come on, you want another single one, my friend.
It's pretty weird, Lyra and Willow and Odo. Asaka's missing. She's not there where her fishing pole was at.
Oh, it's figured she'd just leave like that.
Make a perception roll. Everybody can make a perception roll.
$18.
17.
17.
The DC's 25.
What?
Huh?
18. Below.
What do you guys do?
DC.
I'm gonna have Willow go investigate over by where the fishing pole is. See if something like happened over there that maybe caused her to leave.
Willow kind of starts flying over here, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna follow her.
You start following behind her. So nobody beat it. We will now roll initiative.
There it is.
Oh no, Chef Spore's like drunk off of his mind from having all this wine.
I'm not feeling good.
25?
I have 8 out of 22 HP. This is gonna be very bad.
5.
The initiative is a 19.
Yep, give me a second while I'm putting out the models here.
I'm gonna get my bow ready just in case what the hell's going on. If it's 25, they must be hidden somewhere.
Chef, it's your long-lost cousin. You're under
no.
ambush by a bunch of fucking goblins.
Okay, I was gonna say if it's undead, I would have had advantage on perception, but it's not undead. Alright.
You hear one of the goblins scream out, goblins, attack! Chef is the only one who can understand. I roll initiative. This is considered the surprise round. I roll a 12. But so I'm going to put the initiative out, and then everybody else is surprised unless you beat the stealth roll that I rolled with these guys, which no one did.
Yeah.
So, Chef, they just said that we surrender, right?
They said that we're gonna be friends.
Oh, I too can speak Goblin.
So much wine.
I don't know. Body language says otherwise.
Definitely.
Okay, there we go. I rolled, so let's start off with Willow. What did Willow get?
16?
Lyra?
I want to say 14. Let me
Okay.
check. Yeah, 14. Get 14.
Rune?
19.
Chef?
5.
Odo?
I want to say 20, but I rolled a 5.
Doesn't matter, we're surprised. So
So, the first person who goes up is Rune, but everybody has a surprise, right? When the surprise round happens, it skips over your turn. Let me change up the music. As the goblins begin to...
round, they dance.
as the ambush begins.
They start doing the goblin dance.
The
war
goblin
dance.
dance of death. Here we go. So I'm going to skip over Rune, Willow, Lyra, Yaka is up. Attack! Here we go. Attacks with a javelin. He throws a javelin at Willow. I roll a 10. I miss Willow.
Yay!
The other goblin, they're kind of more primitive goblins, ones of the woods and the forest. Got it, boss! They say in goblin. Run up, and they throw a javelin again at Willow. Roll a 6, I miss. The other rogue, they're just kind of setting up the ambush. This guy runs out behind this thing, throws one of them at Rune. I think I roll with disadvantage. The disadvantage, I roll a 7. The other one has a bow, shoots at Rune. What's your AC, Rune? 12? That's what I roll.
16.
Okay, the other goblin's back here. He
The
moves
arrow
up.
hits back, the armor bounce off.
I'm going to try to attack Odo, who's in the back there with the javelin. I roll a natural 1. And then the other goblin guy kind of shoots at, he's another bowman, shoots at Rune with the 16
That hits.
for 7 slashing damage.
Slashing damage with an arrow? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled it. Piercing damage. I'm sorry. Let me re-roll that. 4 piercing damage. Okay, instead of 7.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I might have messed that up. Anyways. The other goblin is up here. They're going to throw one at Chef. Chef has +2 AC. I roll a 9 +2. I mean, that doesn't hit. And I roll another one at Chef and I miss. I rolled pretty poorly. Odo's turn is over. Chef's turn is over. Rune is up. Right? This is the first round. So that was a surprise round. Now Rune is up.
Okay, I'm gonna... This is a goblin here, right?
You can hit the tab key and identify models that way as
Right,
well.
this one here, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot this one. Whoever
Okay,
it is.
these guys skitter back behind protected cover.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot whatever it was, one is closest to.
You want to shoot someone with the longbow or the short bow?
Yeah, with the
Roll it up.
With the longbow. Yeah, 1 attack. 13?
He has an AC of 17 +2. Because he's protected. He's wearing a chain shirt.
Okay, I guess I miss.
Willow's up, or you want to move, or what do you want to do, Rune? The goblins have set up an ambush right outside of the temple.
I'm gonna do like a bonus action, and I'm gonna do a Crimson Right to basically imbue the weapon to strike extra damage later. And then I'm just gonna move, I guess, a little bit to cover mine as well. Can I move this thing?
Yeah, you can move your model, right? Do you have permission? Here you go, bud.
Alright, I just move a little bit behind the steps here and take a little bit.
Okay, so I take a Crimson Right thing. You don't amplify it at all. You just... So now that you hit this guy, you do extra damage.
Yeah. Right.
Willow's up. Willow, you're cruising on your way to look at where Azuka was, maybe? Or Azaka?
That was
Depending how the
the
DM wants to pronounce the name.
Yeah, but then now that we're being
Then the ambush of goblins, as the force of Chult, are not safe.
I'm going to have Willow wild shape into a large wolf, or like a like whatever the largest wolf she could change into.
Yeah, I think you can do a wolf for sure. Let's do that.
I feel like a wolf will be more.
What's the highest CR that you can transform into? I think it's just a quarter right now until next level.
Yeah, it's a quarter.
So we got you as a wolf like this. Okay, where do you want to move? That's a bonus action since you're a moon druid.
I am going to move to the closest goblin and just attack.
You charge. Which one do you want to charge? You want to charge the guy with the chain shirt or like this goblin back here?
I feel like the one with the chained shirt is going to be harder to deal damage to, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do the one by the tents.
You jump up onto the crate here and you attack. Roll an attack roll. These guys have an AC of 15. They have leather armor.
Ooh, that chef's sword and steel.
This is a 19.
That's a hit. They also have a shield as well.
And then we're rolling the d6, right, for
Yeah.
damage. Seriously? 1.
1 plus your. Let me see what the wolf's attack is, though. I think you get a modifier with that, right? So with natural weapons, I allow you to use either your dex or your strength. Because it's a natural weapon, it's considered finesse. So you do 2d4. So you rolled 1d6 as a wolf. Wolf's bite attack does 2d4 plus 2. Why don't you roll that instead?
2d4. 7, 8.
Yeah, so that's 7 damage. Let me add that 1 back, and then we'll do 7. The goblin is badly injured. When you're in your wolf form, I have to make a strength saving throw or fall prone. The DC is 12. I pass with a 12. But wolves are very dangerous because they knock you prone and they also have pack tactics, right?
Right.
That's the end of your turn, I think, Willow, right? Lyra's up.
Yes.
Let me see.
The Blade Singer. The skeptical Blade Singer.
Yeah, who's got like 8 out of 22 HP.
Pretty damaged after you stepped on a few fireballs.
Very, very damaged.
Should have said something to the paladin. Maybe he could have healed you.
I didn't think about it. Let me see. Okay, they're in. I don't think that circle's gonna be big enough.
You can measure it out, right?
Yeah, my problem is I think they're. Oh no, that'll do it.
Yeah. You want to hit these two guys?
I'm trying to figure out which one. Nah, I'm not gonna.
You tell me what you want to do.
I'm just gonna throw a magic missile at Yaka.
Okay, roll it up. He's wearing like a tribal mask, right? These guys are like goblins.
So he takes. That's 1.
Yep.
That's 2, and that's 3 force damage. So that is 3, 6, 9. 9 damage. Each, and then. So he takes 9 damage, and then I'm gonna move. Yeah, there.
Magic missiles fly out.
Magic missile goes to hit, and
Why don't you
away.
right click the Yaka, right?
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
can
that's
use that
right.
little magic missile attack.
Boop.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Hey, there.
Yaka's turn is
Oh,
up.
they've got the lasers on them now.
Yeah, now they have lasers, yeah, because of the new patch. Yaka, let me see how far away you guys are from him. He's 30 feet, so he can go up and try to shank. He's going to go up and try to shank. Actually, he's probably too far away.
That-
So he's going to throw another javelin. He just kind of pivots. Throws another javelin at Rune there.
I'm gonna. Well, let's see what he rolls first. I'm gonna use a reaction. If
Let me roll first. I roll a 14 and then have -2, so a 12.
Yeah, I missed anyway, so I'm not gonna use that reaction in that case.
Okay. The goblins are up now. The goblins are he's getting mauled by you, this guy back here. He attacks you with a scimitar. I roll a 21. He does 6 slashing damage to you in your wolf form. Your wolf form has 11 HP, right? I'll give you max HP though at 18. So I just did, let me see how much damage I did to you. How much did I say? 7, I think. Yes. 7. Cool. So you have 11 yet left. This goblin takes the bonus action disengage, like what Chef does, and scurries back behind here, kind of pulling you deep into the fight. This rogue sees that you've kind of stepped away, and I don't know if I can make it over there. I'm going to say he doesn't make it over there, but the goblins are starting to move around. He throws a javelin at you, though, from here. I roll an 11 against your wolf AC, which is a 13, so it doesn't hit. And then he scurries back behind here. Right? Yeah, like a true goblin tactic. The other one's here in the bush. He shoots at Rune. Let me roll it up. Shooting a short bow. I roll a 16 -2, 14. Does that hit you?
No, that's a miss as well.
That's a miss as well, because you're protected, right? You move back behind this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let me...
But just in case I was going to use a, reaction if they did hit.
The other one moves up to here and throws another javelin, but you don't get any protection here. I roll a dirty 20. You want to use a reaction?
20?
Yeah.
Even if I use the reaction, the maximum I can take it down is to 16, so I'm going to get hit anyway. So
You do 6 piercing damage as an arrow flies into you. The other goblin kind of pivots over here and also takes a shot at Odo back there. I roll an 11 so I don't hit him. Just making sure I used all the goblins, guys. The other ones are in the back here. Sneaky little goblins. They're like moving up over here. This one's going to climb up to here.
How many bloody goblins are there?
Odo's up. I also got the surprise round on you too. Odo's up. Welcome to the adventure, Odo! Paladin! At first it was zombies and ghouls, and now it's fucking goblins. That ransacked your camp. But at least you got the treasure that the knights couldn't get. You want to run up to the big bad boss guy?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. I'll move you kind of like here. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you roll an attack roll? The power of level 3 compels you. Do you want to cast any of your divine stuff on him at all? Your channel divinity stuff from your Oath of Vengeance? Like your indemnity, you have your 2 ones. You have the indemnity. Well, you can use your channel divinity, right? Your channel divinity is like you can use it. You can basically either freeze your enemy in place before or unless they take an attack, or you get advantage on the attack if you want to use that.
I think I'll use that.
You want to use the advantage on the attack one?
Yeah.
Do you know what that's called? Look at your character sheet. It's under your channel divinity. It's under your class features.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to help you out a little bit as I pull it up. It's called Abjure Enemy. I'm sorry, it's not Abjure. It's the Vow of Enmity. It's a bonus action spell or bonus action ability. You see that? It's called Vow of Enmity. It requires one of your charges of channel divinity. I think you only have 1 charge as a paladin, but that charge resets on a short rest. Remember, we buffed our short rest mechanic to 10 minutes. Now you roll your attack roll with advantage against us, but how do you curse this filthy goblin? Roll play it out, buddy.
How dare you?
Roll an attack roll with advantage. So you're going to right-click your attack roll and click roll with advantage.
How dare you?
Steven is a newer player. He used to play a lot of D&D, so we're welcoming him back into 5th edition. He wants to get back into D&D. And what better way to play a game where you can't be resurrected if you die? Roll it up, Steve.
Yeah, I did roll it.
Is it just slow? You want me to roll it for you, buddy?
Yeah, why don't you just do that?
Since I'm kind of quick to the draw here. Roll one. I roll a 17. I rolled 2 17s plus your attack. So you hit the goblin, right? With advantage. Mm-hmm. So now you're going to roll your attack roll with your greatsword, correct?
Right.
That's 2d6 damage. Do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll?
No, it's 1d10. It's
because you have,
sword.
Oh, that's right, because you want to use a shield. So you're using it with... There we go. Cool.
No, I'm not using a shield.
I see you rolled it right now. Nice.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to smite?
Yeah.
So roll the smite damage, which is 2d8, correct? Unless you want to use a second level spell, then it's 3d8. Do you want to use 3d8 or 2d8?
Let's do 3d8.
So you're going to use your 3d8. So you're going to use a second level spell slot. So you're going to click it, right? Then roll 3d8 damage. Poor Odo, his computer is very slow, guys. He has worse computer than Steve out in Korea. His rolls take 20 minutes to go.
Rolls
Well,
were
I
pretty
have to
good.
leave at 8
I
minutes
know.
just for you.
But I remember last time it took you like 20 minutes there, Steve. So you upgraded your Google Chrome browser? We'll come back whenever it concludes. I just see an ellipsis. Do you see the result yet, Steve?
No.
Desperate times. We're going to go to Chef and while that damage rolls up. I'm going to say you kill this guy, by the way. Because he only had 11 HP left. You kill the guy. Kill Yaka. How do you kill him, Steve? / Odo. How do you kill the goblin, Odo? Right into his gullet? Chef Spore is up.
I'm gonna do the thing.
What are you gonna do to the thing? You're gonna kill Rune now?
No, I'm gonna do my thing.
What thing?
Is there a group of goblins that I can see grouped together?
Yeah, use your measuring tool, buddy. There's a bunch of goblins right over here. How is it 20 feet? Trying to do the thunder wave thing? Like this?
How many goblins can I... Yeah. How many goblins... Wait, I can do earthquake and get these 2 goblins, right?
I'm thinking that you could do it. You can't hit up... Yeah, you could hit... I'm going to say you can hit these 3 goblins right here if you want to hit them with the earthquake thing. This goblin, and this goblin.
I've gotta make the wheels go shake, shake, shake.
Now, are you going to feel guilty about killing your own goblins?
He's drunk. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on right now. He's fucking wasted.
I roll a 4, so I failed the saving throw. So you get to do your damage, buddy.
Oh, Earth Chambers at 2nd level, right? Oh no, I know. I meant wrong.
Here's your Earth spell going off.
Yeah, it's 2 of these. So 1, 8. You take 8.
Take 8 damage.
Yeah, and then now they're prone.
Kill one of the goblins. No, actually, I rolled their HP. Cool. I did randomize HP with these guys. This goblin up here dies. But they fall prone too if they fail? Cool.
Yeah.
These 2 goblins fall prone. Did you hear that cool little sound effect?
Yay.
Here it is.
Earthquake.
Do you want to move back and stuff? Or what do you want to do, Chef?
He's gonna hobble around, try to find a bag to hide in, and you can just tell that he's just fucking drunk. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He'll just put a bag over his head and attempt to hide. Like,
Rune is back up. Willow on deck.
I'm gonna hit the guy that's the bowman, about 60 feet over here.
Okay, rolled up. You can mark it off using the M key if you want to, like using these little balls.
Yeah, I already measured it from last time.
Okay, this guy over here. Which guy did you want to hit?
The guy with the bow behind the tent.
Okay.
So I rolled a 26.
Yeah, roll damage, buddy.
And I'm gonna add the D4 for the what is it?
I hate being a bearer of bad news, but in 8 minutes I have to go.
Sure, buddy.
Sorry.
I know, you got to go to that game show or whatever.
Well,
Man,
simulation.
I rolled close to minimum damage. I did 6
This
points.
is this the goblin over here that you're aiming at? Which one? You got to mark it off again.
Sorry. This one.
Okay. This one right here that's protected? Yeah, sure.
I just
Your arrow flies true, goes through it, like hits some of the tent canopy, but strikes right dead set into the goblin's chest and he dies. Is that the end of your turn,
6
Rune?
points.
Yeah, you killed him.
6 points.
You killed him. Rune, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm done.
Willow the wolf is up.
So I'm gonna have her attack that. Oh, they moved.
He disengaged from you and moved around. Remember, goblins are really sneaky. They can
Yes,
back away
that's
and get away.
Right. I'm gonna have her follow him and try to attack him again.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Fuck.
What's your
It was
roll?
a 2.
A natural 2?
That was
Terrible. See, now if you use your pack tactics, if you attack with like, if you and Odo work together, you get advantage on the attack while you're in your wolf form. This is an example. I think that's
trying to do a bite. It says a +4 to hit. So do I add that to the 2?
Yeah.
So then that would make it a 6.
So that doesn't hit.
Still probably
unfortunately.
wouldn't. Yeah.
No, it does not.
Can I also use a bonus action for heal word and use heal word for Lyra?
You can't cast a spell while you're in your wolf form. You can't do the somatic components using your paws. You have to shapeshift back out or lose the shapeshift form to begin to cast spells again.
Okay, cool.
Good question. Lyra's up.
Okay, let's see. I can see around Rune, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's making a pretty good meat shield.
He is.
Of course, you could just jump on his back and begin to ride around if you want.
Okay, is that a movement?
You just jump right on his back.
Fuck yeah.
If he
let's do
allows, if Rune wants you on his back, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
that. Is that acceptable? Okay, cool.
I mean, he's a fucking centaur, man. It's pretty awesome.
Sweet. So, I am going to cast.
Odo, you see him in a flash of light smite down the goblin warlord.
Nice. I'm gonna cast a firebolt at the goblin bowman that's right over.
Yeah, right over here.
Yeah. It's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeet.
This guy's really low
It
HP.
takes 7 points of damage. And I think I can only do one action, so that's it.
Trying to do like a gun effect, like a single. Here's
It's like
a fire.
laser, I think.
Yeah, use your little laser thing. Yeah, exactly, and you kill him.
Yay.
You only had 4 HP. What else do you want to
Oh,
do,
wow,
Lyra?
okay.
You're on the back of him. The goblins are getting their asses whooped.
I'm just gonna pull out my spear and go, let's go!
Let's go
get
ride
'em.
them.
Let's
Ride
go.
them down. It's
The goblins are like,
It's cavalry time!
you hear these 2 goblins up here, Willow. They're saying, the boss is dead. And they say, kill this wolf. They say in goblin, but you can't understand. This one dashes up to try to shank you, and the other goblin's right there trying to shank you as well. I roll 2 attacks onto Willow. I roll a 17. So I hit you with 8 slashing damage with the first attack. That you're still in the form because I wrote down your form. I gave you max HP to help you out. So you have 3 HP left in that form. The second one tries to swing out and hit you. I roll a 22. That hits you. So now what happens is you have 3 HP left. So now Willow takes 1 HP of form, right? Because it goes over the 3 HP of the wolf form onto your Willow form now. Is your wolf skin drops off, right?
Yep.
And you see one of them, he pulls out like a horn of some kind. I'm going to say it's this guy right here. and tries to disengage, and this guy disengages too. They say something in Goblin. He has a horn out though, and looks like he's going to do something. Okay.
Cool.
And let me get this other Goblin here. The other Goblins are screaming to one another. They're going to just throw their last javelin or their short bow attack at Rune. I roll a 17 to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to
Use
give
it up.
them a minus D4.
Why don't you roll it and just add it to your AC?
Sure. But, let's see, just don't roll a 1. Okay, 4. So I did minus 4 on this.
How does it happen?
It's
What-
like he basically gets blinded as he's shooting. All of a sudden.
That was my best Goblin scream, Chef. Did you like it? And he dashes up behind. Sorry, go ahead, Chef. What are you going to say?
I sadly have to go, so this.
Okay, buddy.
Sorry, man.
You take the dodge action? Oh, no.
Curse of the Eyeless. Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
See you later, Chef. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
Yeah. Welcome. Bye.
Good luck with the game show.
More. Thank you.
Yeah.
Low
show.
simulation. Bye-bye.
The other Goblin, you look over to your left, Rune, and you see that, and Lyra sees it too, this other Goblin's just running back. As the Goblins are starting to yell at one another, as they're kind of demoralized, as their Warlord Chief is kind of dead. Let me make sure here I got all the Goblins. Yeah, I did. I moved them pretty far off. Odo's up.
I was going
How
to trample
far
that.
is...
So see that, Willow? I'm turning you back into your normal form now. So you're still there, right? Cool. What do you want to do, Odo?
I don't think any of the goblins are close enough.
You saw a few of the Goblins retreat. Using Tailspire from your direction as a player, you can only see things in line of sight of your player. You saw a few of the Goblins shank Willow. As you look over to your left, you see that she's shapeshifted back into her little pixie form here. And a couple other Goblins have scurried off back behind here. You probably would have to catch up to them. You'd have to take the dash action like this. That's about 60 feet, and that would be your full action.
I'll do that.
Okay,
Dash.
you pursue them. You see the one Goblin, he has a horn in his hand. See, that's your full action, right? So your turn is over. Chef is AFK, he's at the game show. Rune is up.
Okay, I'm gonna have Lyra on my back, right?
Yeah, Lyra's on your back.
I'm gonna. Who's the closest goblin?
The Goblins appear to be retreating, but one is over here. He
Probably
was
this
up
way.
here and he retreated back here. Thanks, Lyra.
I'm gonna basically gallop in that direction and try to run him over with my hose.
Your speed is 40, so you can't reach him. This is about as far as you can go.
That sucks. I'll go as far as I can, then I'll shoot him.
Yeah, you draw your bow out of your quiver. Lyra, he pulls the bow right. You see the arrow come right over his shoulder as you're riding on his back, right?
Right.
Let's shoot, damn it. You're not getting away today. Total of 18.
This poor Goblin has 2 HP left. You snipe him right in the back. You shoot him right in the back like a
snipe
dirty,
him,
filthy
and the arrow
human.
goes through the back of his skull, and see you later, buddy.
Filthy, filthy centaurs. What else do you want to do? Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Willow's up.
I'm going to have Willow move closer to Lyra.
Okay, Lyra is... Okay. You fly over here.
And I'm going to use Healing Word on her.
Yeah, rolled up. Because Lyra looks like she's on death's door.
Not doing too hot.
I'm going to do it as a level 2.
Cool, roll it up.
Struggling here to roll it. Hold on.
It's okay. That's what this practice is all about, guys.
So as a level 2, 1d4 spellcasting ability modifier. Second level or higher, add an extra. The healing increases by 1d4. So that would be 2d4s.
I mean, I saw you roll. Yeah, yes, you can up. You're upcasting it, so it's 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
I'll do
just D&D Beyond just sucks, man. I'm just seeing these ellipses. Like, I don't even see the
5,
rolls.
6, 7, 8. So 9. 9 points of health.
I don't know why D&D Beyond fails so hard like this, guys.
It's probably something to do with the connection to the whatever the.
It's a chat thing, guys. It's not even a big deal. It should work. Should just refresh, and the ellipsis thing should refresh, and I should see the roll. So it looks like what we're gonna do is you rolled. We'll count the second roll you did, which is a 3 and a 2, right? And then it looks like it adds 4 to each roll, right? So you healed her for 5 plus 8, so 13 HP.
Yes.
Hey yo.
That's kind of what I'm reading it as.
That's basically max, so I'm good.
How do you?
The fairy-
Revitalize.
Fairy
Nice.
godmother.
You still have a bonus action. That means you could shapeshift right now if you wish to, Willow. Do you want to shapeshift back into a wolf or a cat?
Just trying to get attention.
Yes. You want to shapeshift into a wolf?
Well, that went pretty quickly, so I don't think so.
Okay. What else do you want? Do you want to shapeshift at all, or just stay in your fairy form?
I would like to use. Can I use the thunder? No, I don't think I can use the thunder wave.
Nope. I think your turn is over because that's your only bonus action you can do, right? Lyra's up.
He darted out of here, didn't he?
You see, there was another goblin. He scurried way off over here. I mean, you could try to hit him. You can see him. I'm just going to give him +4 AC because he's like over a hill, and he's behind a tree now. These tribal goblins are fleeing back into the jungles of Chult.
I'm probably just gonna tell Rune that Otto looks like he's having some trouble. We have to get over to him.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with Otto?
He's got 2 goblins on him.
Okay.
Okay, goblins are up, right? Lyra's at the end of your turn. You want to cast any other
that's
spells?
about it.
Looks like the boyfriend's coming in with some food for you.
I know.
/ hubby.
Basically hubby, yeah.
Goblins are up. They begin to one of them in front of you. The goblin grins at you a little bit, Odo, right? You see this goblin right here? This goblin right here?
Yeah.
He was the one who pulled out the horn last time. He pulls it out.
Right.
He begins to blow a horn, like a very loud horn. And he grins like a toothy grin. And he says something in goblin. Uses his disengage bonus action. And then I'm going to say he moves 30 feet. When he disengages from you, don't get an attack of opportunity. The other goblin kind of grins too, and they begin to just run off. They look like tribal goblins. This one flees the battle map because, I mean, he moves 60 feet. But Odo, when you see the horn go off, you see in the jungle, like the trees start to shake a little bit, like something's been disturbed. And you think about like your dead companions, right, of the Order of the Fist. And you feel like a sinking feeling in your chest. The other goblin flees. There's only one goblin left on the battlefield. Odo is up.
Where is he?
The last goblin is right here, the one that just blew the horn. You want to try to get up and attack him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't like the trees rustling. They're calling in reinforcements.
Something is happening.
Take his
Yeah,
horn, man. Or-
I'm gonna move back.
You want to move back? Instead of moving and pursuing the goblin, you move back?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want to move to? Yeah, move your own model. Sweet. So you can move up to 60 feet. See, that says 70. There you go. 60 is right about there. Boom. So you move kind of near Willow. You can drop your model right there. Perfect. So you're kind of next to Willow. That's the end of your turn unless you have a bonus action.
Nope.
Okay. Chef is at the thing. Rune is up.
I'm gonna do a full dash and try to get to where Otto is as close as possible.
You guys have like regrouped. You don't have to do a full dash. You just move like about 40 feet with Lyra on your back. You guys are at the center of the camp, and this goblin blows just blew a large horn off, right?
Okay. Where the heck is Otto?
He's right in front of us.
Oh, it's already moved back to us, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Something
There it
like
is.
that, you know.
There we go.
Just like some, you know, they're just alerting. And you look, Ruin, make a survival roll.
Oh,
With
boy.
advantage.
Oh no.
Survival? I don't want to survive.
As you see the trees beginning to rustle. The jungle trees and Chult begin to rustle. You got to tell me what you roll, because I don't see anything in D&D Beyond from you, buddy.
I haven't rolled yet. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Sorry. I got a 23.
Yeah, you recognize it. You see maybe a little bit of what's happening. Must be like a horde of zombies.
Oh, that's great.
That's
Or-
The Walking Dead.
Or skeletons or something coming out of the jungle that's been disturbed. As you guys have safely, you know, when you guys are traveling through the woods with the expertise of yourself, you're able to avoid the zombies. But now, like, you know, they've called these zombies, whatever, over here.
Didn't Otto face these
Can
undead
we
already?
just like lead them into the tomb and let them like
Die
set
on the
themselves
trap.
on fire with the trap?
That might be an idea. I was thinking of that.
I'm going to give you guys one more round to do whatever you want to do, and then I'm going to start putting zombies out. Are we going to flee back into the place and try to have them set off the traps?
Yeah, we
I
could create
think
a. Yeah,
we
that
could at
sounds
least
like
get
an
a
idea.
few of them gone with that.
You can
Wow.
also create kind of like a funnel, right? Kind of like a where they can't come in all
Yeah.
at once, right? They can't come in all at, they'll come in like one or two at a time.
Okay, I'm going to put out my models, but I love this idea you guys are coming up with.
Okay.
Because I have these cool
That's-
skeleton models I want to show you. The cool there's a bunch of skeletons and zombies that begin to march out. I'm just going to show you guys the models, but I'm assuming you guys now flee into the temple to do this plan, which I really like. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So create a bottleneck. That
Oh yeah, I like it. Check out these
Grab
cool.
the goblin on the way in.
Yeah, of course. Poor drunk chef. You sling him over your shoulder, and he rides across with you. I have a bunch of these. Are the bunch of the unique models here from Hero Forge. It's a new Hero Forge. They have these zombie sets and stuff, and it's these cool models. As we kind of do some of these more paid games, I'm able to get some of these cool model sets. They can't really see them, so I'm going to turn up the sun a little bit so we can actually see the models a little better. Yeah, there they go. So here's all the zombies and stuff coming out of the woods and chasing you down. Shaking around. They look pretty cool. You guys did awesome. I think that they trigger on your traps just like you guys want as you guys end up moving to the upper floor, right? And they hit the fucking fire. They fall into the pit trap for starters. Most of them do. Some of the other ones start to climb up, and then they trigger the fireball trap. And the fireball trap incinerates the rest of them. Right, guys? That's pretty much what you wanted to do. You don't even need to fire an arrow, Rune. Zombies are pretty stupid, right? But they do like brains.
do we recognize any of them? Maybe one of them's the my original character.
Roll a d20.
Oh no.
Roll a d20.
Oh,
If you roll a very low, a 5 or lower, it's your dude.
Roll a d20.
He's been turned into a zombie.
3. Hey.
Oh no!
there he
You see the what does he look like? He's like shambling
Right at the
forward
top of the pile.
into the final trap. You know,
Yeah,
he's the last guy.
He's like a dirty guy with fleas.
What was his name again?
Rudel.
Rudel.
Tomb.
Rudel Tomb. Poor Rudel couldn't beat a gladiator, and you know he's killed by Chef. What would Chef say right now?
He's also dirty, picking his nose all the time.
Oh, just a dirty zombie, and the fire trap incinerates him and blows up. I got the fire trap right here. That's what it sounded like. Just a burst of fire. Awesome job, guys. And that kind of concludes our session for today, right?
Yeah.
You guys killed those zombies. I was expecting a whole zombie fight too. But you guys outwitted me. Hey, everybody, since you figured out this little thing, there's 5 of you. So I'm going to say, if you guys roll, everybody rolls a d20.
Ooh.
If someone rolls higher, I'm going to say a 17. I'm going to make it a little hard. A 17, you guys
Natural
love.
20.
Let's say no further. You guys were able to think your way through the dungeon to the puzzles, and you defeated the zombies and the skeletons, no problem. Which I thought would be pretty problematic. I did roll low with the goblins. What do you guys say? We level up to level 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Does that sound cool? Because you guys did pretty awesome with this thing. But going forward, it'll be a little bit harder to level. Maybe it'll take like 2 of these little adventure-type dungeons to level up. But I'm assuming next week we'll probably head west. Still heading west. Is that where we're kind of going?
Yeah, I'm still getting used to this blood hunter thing because I need to actually prepare the mutagen ahead of time. I didn't really tell you that, so I should probably tell you that at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, you can let me know. Everybody's now level 4, and I know that means Willow gets more advanced shapeshifts, so she's not some puny little wolf anymore. What'd you think, Steve? Was this everything you dreamed of?
Yep.
That puzzle was driving me crazy.
I know. God.
That poor puzzle.
Wish my computer would work better.
Yeah, it is. We do play a pretty technical, techy game, so it helps if you have a little bit better of a computer, right? That's something maybe you can get in a while, right? I'll shut off the little crickets or whatever, right? Kind of loud.
I do notice that if you increase the resolution on the what is it? The Tailspire, it's actually better. I can see the screen a little bit better, and I can move stuff around better. Because I was using it on a small screen, but just to get the access to Beyond. But it's probably better on a big screen anyway.
I use max graphics because just whatever.
Yeah.
These zombies look awesome, by the way. You guys killed them with like little ease, though. You guys outwitted me. I thought we were gonna have a knockout, drag-out fight with the zombies.
Haha.
Hey, we killed Rudo, that dirty guy.
Hey, you want to see where Rudel is? Here's a dirty-looking zombie, right in front of you. Look at him. Rune. You see him? That looks like Rudel, kind of like a big, scraggly beard.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Yep. So much for the death curse. I guess it affects everybody, dirty or not.
Yeah.
It's kind of a filthy-looking zombie. There you go. Cool. Go back. You guys, that's so awesome. I didn't even think you guys would do that. That's what I love about being the DM is sometimes you guys like really surprise me. You guys can look on the map of Chult. Heading west, though, Lyra, you do see something else. And of course, I'm just going to say you guys probably know some of the tracking too that, Rune has done, where the zombies were heading west. It goes over the river to another camp. And you can go to this camp if you want to, or do you want to go to that camp next week? It's a place
I feel like we should be going to the camps.